Good evening and welcome to Balance League 2, the second channel, but it's the best one today, maybe, who knows. We have the Division 3 Grand Finals between Garlic Bread Mafia and Venom Red. And tonight you have the, I guess, pleasure of myself. I'm Tom Montrez and I'm joined by...
Midnight Maverick. How are you doing, everyone? Hope it's going well, and I'm kind of excited to get into this one. We've got Garlic Bread and Venom Red. We've got a bit of a rhyme going on, but no, Garlic Bread have kind of flown through the winners bracket and have met in the kind of grand final, and now we have Venom Red who have also flown through the losers bracket, right? So we've kind of got these two teams battle their way through. So I'm kind of ready to see who comes out on top. Obviously, both teams fought before in the winners bracket, and that's how Venom Red got to the losers bracket initially. So we'll see who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, the first time they met, it was a 2-0 as well. It was quite a convincing victory for Garlic Bread Mafia, but we'll see if Venom Red, couple of extra games under their belt from that losers bracket. So we'll see if that extra bit of practice comes in handy, you know?
Absolutely, yeah. And important to note, Venom Red obviously playing with a sub today as well, One Shot Monkey. So we'll see how he does in the jungle position. I'm not sure how much of a jungler he is, but expect him to mostly kind of opt towards those comfort picks. So we're in Champ Select already, and we see the Akshan and Yone taken away. So those are kind of two comfort picks targeted away already on the side of Holy Sheep, right? He's platinum. He's very comfortable on those two champions. They're his most played this season. Kind of what you expect so far.
Yeah, it's kind of a standard in any league like this where you've got one player higher ranked than all the rest. Put your band against him, especially a situation like this game because Venom Red do not have their first three bans.
Ah, yes, absolutely.
Which is why they're not banned.
That's going to be a bit rough then, isn't it?
So there's a lot of Galibred Mafia can really dictate this champion select and potentially get all their highest priority champions.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I like the Ziggs ban as well, just because I feel like this champion is so good, but no one plays him. And he's so good into all of like the meta stuff right now, like Jinx, he's so good into Aphelios. He outranges them all, and he's just such a poke threat in the late game, and yeah, he's very strong. So I like that denial there.
Yeah, I like bot lane Ziggs. He's also super strong at the moment because you can have. It basically allows you to have AD mid laner, AD top laner, of which there are so many great picks at the moment, and you're not shoehorning yourself into a full AD threat team.
Yeah, exactly. I think Ziggs very much likes to be the kind of single AP threat as well, and go for that Leandri's tech, depending on depending on which champions he's into. But we see Volibear, kind of the meta all-in face jungler, I call him at the moment. He likes to flash in on your face and kind of dive people with his ultimate. Right, it's got a long cooldown, but how is it turns off those turrets for so long. So we see a Jinx and Diana kind of response. So Jinx, obviously, the main character of Arcane, and looks like it's going to be one of the main characters of this series. They're prioritizing it already, and we see a Kaiser response.
Yeah, it's also the most played AD carry for Maritan.
Most popular champ in the game, I think. Actually,
yeah, and well, that too. So yeah, and Diana's Diana. She there's this button on your keyboard, and it's got this R on it, and it's pretty good when you're playing Diana. Ooh.
So we've got Yasuo and Diana, the age-old combo.
The age-old combo from this year, but age-old.
The age-old combo from this. Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, we've seen so much of it this year. It's just really, really strong combo. You obviously go in with the Moonfall into the last breath from Yasuo, and if you catch more than 2 or 3 people in that team is not going to last very long in these team fights. So we're looking for wombo combo comps so far. I'm interested to see what they pair this with in the top lane. I wonder if they'll go full on kind of Yasuo, maybe a Malphite in the top lane as well, and just go full on wombo comp.
Oh, just build purely around the Yasuo. It's
Yasuo's dream.
I say with drafting the Diana Yasuo, it's something that I really like teams to do, which is to draft a composition where it's very clear what they want to do. Like they've got a clear combination. They've got a late game hypercarry, Dino Yasuo. So yeah, I hope they continue to draft around that. Malphite has been taken away though.
Yeah, as they say, they don't want anything more of this one-blow combo, so we're taking that Malphite away from you. And I like the Braum here. I think that's a really really nice pick. Denying that engage, denying the engage from the Volibear and Leone is such a good disengage with the Glacial Fissure, and obviously the concussive blows that you can lock down the enemy team members in these team fights by just tagging them. Um,
Yeah,
and
especially
it just
if you can tag them early, Yasuo can get those procs off
yeah,
really quick.
such good CC, and it really interacts well with champions that can proc the concussive blows really quickly. And then you've got all auto attackers so far on your team, so exactly what Braum wants.
Renekton top lane for Bob Stroyer. It's his most played champion as well.
Yeah,
So I think, as you said before, we hit champion select, comfort picks, name of the game, especially in game one.
yeah. Everyone
Put the
everyone
feelers out.
tries to play their main in game one. Obviously other than Holy Sheep because he was banned out, but um, yeah,
Yeah,
Renekton, a pick that's obviously somewhat memed in the community by the likes of Alice and all of those champs. But he's quite strong generally. You don't usually go towards the Sterix second anymore. You kind of go for the Gore Drinker Death Dance, and you still become this life steely drain tanky champion, and you're still useful. You can still heal a lot, and ooh, okay. So we see an on pick, but they've got Trundle on their team, and what does that give Trundle? A whole lot of stats.
yeah. So I got the combinations locked in. Renekton, obviously with the Trundle being locked in, is going mid into the Yasuo, and I think
Mm,
it's quite a good sort of reactionary pick in that
yes.
regard. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think absolutely. I think it's very Renekton favored early on, right? You can just go in and you can't win wall your stun,
yeah,
sadly.
you
So
can't windwall you can't windwall a crocodile. So
exactly, you can't, right? Yeah, it's a very strong matchup early on, particularly if you have a full Fury bar, right? You just go in and absolutely destroy him, break his shield down. Generally want to go in after he has throwed his Hurricane. That's when Yasuo is at his weakest, right?
yeah, as soon as he's
But
got that off the table.
yeah, very favorable matchup, particularly at six, because you don't really have the damage to burst the Renekton through his Dominus ultimate. So very favorable matchup, but you've got to look at this jungle mid matchup, Diana Yasuo. It's going to be all about the early skirmishes and um, trying to get kind of priority. But I think Renekton and Volibear really have the favor pre-6, and then it's up to really Diana to kind of get this wombo combo going in the team fights around the first dragon.
Yeah, Dana really has to farm up a stall and get that 6 early on. This the composition that Gala Red Mafia have drafted though. Do you know what I was about to say? It's really heavily into the AD, but
It's
there's
actually not too bad.
potential to build the Kaiser. We'll see which build they go. You know the new build.
Yes,
Say
I've
do.
seen it. I've seen it. Everyone,
Kaiser,
Faker
aka
plays it one.
Nidalee. Yeah.
Yeah, Faker plays it one time, and now everyone's playing it. And yeah, I am not sure how I feel about it, particularly when you're into Ornn and Yasuo, right? So Ornn can just tank your W all day. Yasuo can wind wall. I don't think it's that great this game,
Also,
but I
Braum
think
can
it's very
catch it as
strong.
well.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So I don't think it's the pick this game. That being said, Garlic Bread have gone for this kind of zoo animal. You've got trolls, you've got bears, you've got crocodiles. So all the animals again in this game. I'm kind of excited to see how this one will pan out. One thing we haven't really talked about is the top lane matchup. So Trundle into Ornn. Ornn obviously is very happy to scale, very happy to just kind of build items in the
Yeah.
lane and kind of just
Just sit under his turret.
yeah. And then you can obviously give the upgrades to your teammates after level 13, and you actually get so much bonus health per upgrade that per upgrade that you give, and you get so many resists, and it's absolutely insane what this champion could do, and it's no wonder that we're seeing him all over. But the problem is there's a troll on the other side of that bridge, and that's not going to be fun to deal with if you don't have any stats to fight with in these team fights.
Yeah. Trundle will really appreciate all the resistances that Ornn will build, you know.
Exactly. He doesn't
It's
need to
like,
build
thanks
any
for that.
himself. He just takes them all.
Yeah, just goes glass cannon Trundle.
I wonder if he'll opt towards the hole breaker actually, and just say, actually, Ornn, you're never split pushing. Sorry, Ornn, you're never team fighting. I'm just gonna make you stand here, all game and just split push all day. Because I know that a lot. That's the kind of the Trundle, the
Yeah,
top build, right? Because you usually see the Trundle pick in the jungle and he's ganking with the pillar, but actually he's a very very strong laner. And if you go lethal tempo or conqueror, you can just beat on this Ornn all day.
that's. I mean, to be fair, what Trundle really is a great 1v1.
Yes.
That's like in the jungle, he's horrific if he invades you. In the top lane, obviously, if he goes hull break and just draws that pressure. I'm
Mhm.
interested to see what summoner spells we have coming up. Any second now. My screen went black and I was anticipating it, being ready. It's not ready. There we go. So yeah, we have got the teleport because obviously previous seasons it was a given that top players take teleport.
Yes.
Nowadays, not so much. It's viable to not take
Well,
it.
and that's because of the teleport changes, right? So they
Yeah,
changed teleport this year, obviously, so that you can't just teleport down into bot lane and have a big bot lane fiesta pre 14 minutes. So you kind of you have to you're TPing back to lane now, right? You have to TP to turrets.
pre
You can't
14
TP to
minutes. Yeah,
minions for flanks. So, but teleport obviously still a hugely useful spell in general, and particularly if you're going split push. And Ornn obviously needs to match that split push. That's why he took teleport as well.
yeah.
And then you've got exhaust in the bot lane, Braum, and then Kai'Sa actually taking exhaust this time.
Yeah, it's kind of what you expect. So you kind of need an exhaust at some point with the Yasuo and the Jinx kind of lit for the late game. So something we haven't talked about because we're very naughty boys is that the pro comps just left my screen. But one of the things that I did glance over my shoulder was, and I mean I agree with it, is that VNM very much have the stronger late game.
Yes,
Got-
yes,
You've got the hyper carry in the Jinx, and that's why you need that exhaust because late game, if we get there, she is a monster.
yeah, absolutely. Renekton and Volibear fully need to get an early game advantage here because they are getting outscaled, right? Even the Yasuo is going to do 10 times the damage that Renekton can if he's able to get those core items. So yeah, kind of you kind of want to try and get as many early game advantages as you can with the Volibear. Uh, so I'm just going to try and sync up now with the other guys.
Yeah, my
Um,
stream's not started yet. I think we got a bit of dead space. Yeah, good
right.
old Riot Games,
The old
small indie
spectator.
company.
I swear I have that meme every single.
Hey,
Oh,
so we should get synced up any second now. So yeah, my favorite spectator thing um, is that there's still no icon for the Hex Drake.
okay. Okay.
Okay,
So
so ping's coming out. Early game plan. I think the plan is to not invade, judging by those pings coming out. Look at that defensive
yeah,
line.
I talk about this every time I kind of do one of these. Game one, best of five. Everyone scrimmage. Everyone kind of line up, guard those points, and that's exactly what we see. No kind of cheeses, no kind of invades. Everyone kind of playing safe here. Everyone kind of playing. No one wanting to give away an early cheese kill, right? No one wanting to give away an early advantage. So playing safe across the board.
That's it. I'm just checking Twitch chat. I think the scene hasn't updated on Twitch. Cough. So, but yeah, no one does any shenanigans really in this first game because yeah, teams need to get a feel for each other. So
Yeah, exactly. You get a feel for the champions on the other team, right? And if in game two, if someone is actually dominated on one pick, then we're likely to see that target band away. But yeah, getting feel for each other, getting standard kind of pathing, I expect from most junglers, right? Both junglers going towards the top side, which is what you expect, because that's probably going to be the most volatile matchup. Trundle and Ornn, obviously both melee, so
yeah,
both
I mean,
really beating on each other and getting each other low. Trundle kind of, yeah, would expect to get the better of those trades early on, but Ornn does a ridiculous amount of damage for a tank.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the bottom side start heading up to top lane. That's page one in the jungler handbook,
It
right?
is.
You
It
know,
is.
it's. I don't know what the rest of the pages are. I don't jungle often.
You get a nice leash from your bot laners, and you're off.
Yeah.
And I expect kind of a full clear maybe from both of them really. Not what was I talking about? Volatile matchup in the top lane. Trundle winning out early, and you kind of expect that he completely wins. I think he's one of the strongest level 1 champs in the game actually.
Yeah, just with that queue, it is. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So,
Don't want to jaw that champion at all.
no, don't want to be in the same postcode as Trundle, but unfortunately, you know, One Shot Monkey does have to show up to top lane. So
He does, and his job is just to play weak side this game and just to endure and just to kind of survive.
Yeah, so Diana going for the full clear. Volibear didn't go to the Krugs, so he might be ganking just that little bit sooner.
Yeah, Volibear kind of not the fastest clear in the game, right? Oh, so you see a fight in the mid lane. Okay. But yeah, Renekton safely kind of ahead here in the mid lane and pushing Yasuo into the tower, and it's kind of what you expect from this matchup.
Yeah, gank Diana coming around from the back. Oh, the Crescent Blade not landing, but they got the ignite and it flashes exchange. That's first blood. Patarina.
Really, really nice play.
Oh, but
really
Ice Arrow's come for the counter gank, but without his laner, it's not going to go well, so he's going to back away.
Yeah, really, really clean gank from Diana. Renekton not respecting the possibility that Diana could be there. Goes in for an aggressive trade, and Diana just appears on his face, and there's not much you can do. It's hard to get out if you haven't got the slice and dice, and even with the flash, Diana can follow you, right?
Yeah.
So really, really nice start from Diana, and she's now going towards bot lane. She's going to get the scuttle as well, as we see Volibear.
Yeah, over in the top lane. I think I'm well ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'm on 53.
Let's
what are you on?
Okay, I'm on 53 now. Yeah, I've paused it on 53. Okay. Let's resync.
Oh, my game's just crashed.
Oh, rip.
Nice. So, forget syncing. You
Okay.
take it away.
Okay. Yeah, same.
Oh, as soon as I load back in, I'll get there. That's weird. Yeah, I hit pause and the whole client just went. So, we'll be back in soon. Picked up. Right, I am ready.
Okay.
We are back in the game. So, technical problems, gotta love them. But yeah, so we had that first for Patarina, but he has not been put off by this. He's still just going straight in on that. Yasuo.
And you really got to as well. Renekton just has to get kind of early advantages. You kind of want to get the as we see.
I said I went for the invade, but One Shot Monkey has come down to help Patarina, and that's one dead bear. Not too sure about that because they had no priority in the top lane. Trundle wasn't there.
Exactly right. You can't go for these solo invades when you just don't have the laner back up. But there's Ignitar just absolutely blows him up.
That's it. I was Reddington going straight in. I wanted to say, he blew his flash in that first gank, but he kept his ignite, which, with Holy Sheep not having ignite, allowed him to win that fight now.
This is exactly what the Crocodile wants. He wants to 1v1 the Yasuo. He doesn't want any jungle attention from Diana. He wants a pure 1v1, and he wins. He's up almost 20 CS now. He's got the solo kill, and this is exactly the start you want for this Crocodile.
Yeah, saying he doesn't want any interference from the Dino. Look at the wards around this mid lane.
Yeah.
From Venom, Dino wants to visit. Oh, One Shot Monkey taking a lot of damage from Bob Destroyer, but Patarina is here. Ooh, Crescent Blade doesn't land, so he's just gonna have to slowly walk menacingly over to that Trundle. And Bob Destroyer still got his flash, so he's okay.
And Patarina just everywhere this game, right? He's showing up everywhere that the laners on the side of Garlic Bread are trading, and every time Renekton or Bob Destroyer want to go in,
he's there.
But they're trading, right?
Yeah, Ice Arrow down onto this. He's given up on ganking. He's going, we're going for objectives instead. Oh, they go for the dive top lane. Flash from Bob Destroyer.
Just risky.
Gonna take it on. Yeah, he's not that tanky this early in the game.
Oh,
Dashes away. He should be okay. Batarina gets it and should be able to get away. There we
very
go.
close. So Bob Destroyer dies, but at the cost of a dragon, right? You show yourself
Yeah.
top, they can immediately go to dragon. Yeah, Bob Destroyer honestly did well to almost outplay that. One Shot Monkey and Patarina getting very low. Unfortunately, not very lucky there. I'm not sure if he did have the pillar up. I didn't actually see him use it.
I think he'd
But
used it earlier on.
yeah, I think he used it
Because they were
earlier on,
trading
so
with Ornn before the.
yes, yeah, exactly. It does have quite a long cooldown. You don't expect to max
Oh,
it
recall
early.
in the bush, but they nope,
Oh,
just letting him go. That could have been very,
yeah.
very
It's one thing
dangerous.
we haven't really talked about actually is this bot lane matchup, right? You kind of got Kaiser Leona versus the Jinx and Braum, and Jinx and Braum happy to sit back even if they're taking an early CS deficit. They're happy to sit back because they outscale. They get to these 3 items. As I can't talk because there's another gank in the top lane.
It doesn't stop Bob Destroyer. There's the pillar. Katarina Crescent Wave Land is not going to take the dash though because she's taken so much minion damage.
Yeah, Trundle not the easiest champion in the game to gank. Obviously, so safe with the pillar, but Volibear potentially catching out Diana on the minimap.
Yeah, but Volibear doesn't have 6. Diana does ultimate available, but flashing away because Renekton came up to match that one.
Yeah, good flash from Diana. You never know when Volibear is going to flash, or if he even has flash up. The kind of flash stun into the E damage as well. Not You don't want to take that damage for free, and you don't want to kind of get stunned up by the Renekton in the follow up. All of his lanes. That's a good thing for Volibear. He loves gank setup, and all of his lanes have that.
Yeah,
You got the Leona with the stuns. You got Renekton. You've got Trundle with the pillar. He loves all the gank setup.
that's it. Yeah, there's not a bad lane for him to gank. Worth mentioning, Faye has kind of not been bot lane for a while. Roamed up top, tried to make a gank happen, didn't get that off. But now they've gone to this Rift Herald, so they are taking that. So we'll keep an eye on that. Because there's no overlay for the Rift Herald being taken, unfortunately. But Jumbus, he's holding his own solo bot for now. He did have a CS lead that's been, Maritan's had a chance to catch up in this 2v1 lane. But, Jumper, he's doing pretty well solo,
Yeah,
and that's the Rift Herald taken.
yeah. Kaiser's kind of absolutely fine here. There's not too much engage, right? Braum's not much of an engager. He's more of a preventer.
Counter,
He's
yeah,
more of a
counter
warden,
engage.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. He's much better at the counter engage, and he does kind of just one of. He's much better at protecting Jinx than obviously fighting her. But you can get a little bit of a poke out with the zap, with the Winter's Bite, but it's not really going to be enough to dive. And we see Volibear actually trying to potentially. If Leona can get an engage off here, I wonder if they can
Leona's
get a
here.
3-man down here. Oh, it's
Doesn't
Ornn.
have the ultimate. Ornn fires his ultimate onto Bob Destroyer, and look, Patarina is here again. Don't know if they're even needed, but they'll take it anyway. That's 4-0 on this Diana.
If I'm Bob Destroyer at this point, I'm pinging Volibear alive, Volibear alive. Where's my jungler? Because Patarina's been here
Question mark
3
ping's flying
times
out,
now.
yeah.
Exactly. Patarina's been here
It's
3 times now, and 4-0 on this Diana.
it's funny because before the game, what we assumed was that Volibear would be like gank heavy, and Diana would have been just rushing up that farm. But actually,
It's been the opposite.
yeah,
Yeah, Patarina really just dictating the whole game here, and Faye tries to go for the engage, but not quite enough there.
yeah, the ultimate got the slow, but not the stun, unfortunately. So they didn't go in on that one. See, if it had been the stun, Kaiser with ultimate could have just dove in. But I think it was right not to
Yeah, you don't really
take that one.
You don't really want to follow, especially if the stun doesn't land, right? It's kind of hard to. I think it's kind of hard to fight against the Braum as well. He's such a good peeler. As we see Diana again looking for something in the mid lane. Already has her first item, the Nash's Tooth, and gonna make her clear even faster, right? But Volibear seemingly keeping pace so far because Diana's just been gank so far in this game.
Yeah, he's still, and he had that objective. We've got the next dragon coming up in 15 seconds, so Volibear already pathing towards this bot side.
Yeah, and this is really the win condition for Garlic Bread, right? They want to stack these early drakes. They want to get as many as possible. They want to get as much as an early advantage that they
Oh, flash
can.
engage from Faye, but the Zenith Blade doesn't connect. Gets a stun. And Isar is here as well. Do they want to dive? I don't think so, because the wave is nowhere near them, and it's just going to peel away.
Yeah,
And yeah,
yeah,
Braum
not much
keeping
you
his
can.
lane safe there.
Yeah, not much you can do there. It's kind of hard. You have to all kind of be synced on the engage. It didn't seem like they were, but there's gonna be a fight around
No,
Dragon.
Fire on Dragon 3 versus 3. Jumper doing as much damage as he can from this backline on the Kaiser. Volibear gets the shutdown onto Patarina. That's a
Ooh,
nice stack of gold, but there's a double kill for Yasuo, who falls as well. Maritan is going to drop
oh,
Isar. Can he
Kaiser.
stay alive? Yep, Kaiser. Jumper played that fight. Well, great. Did, you know, barely took any damage. And
Yeah,
that is, that's really got Garlic Bread Mafia back into this game against VNM.
another engage though. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Okay, so let's recap on what happened, right? So we had Garlic Bread, massive victory for them there. They're able to secure the dragon, able to
shut down
win
the Diana.
yeah, shut down the Diana and win the team fight. Huge ult from Isar in that fight. Jumper played really well to kind of kite out and be protected. And yeah, Holy Sheep and Patarina just got engaged on, and they weren't able to get that combo off that we were talking about. Um,
Yeah,
and
that's it.
that's why Garlic Bread won the fight. But they're still down in gold. It's worth noting.
Yeah, still down slightly in gold, although with the value from the dragons, I'd
Yes,
say
yes,
there's
exactly.
kind of a slight lead there. To be fair,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And they're gonna want to continue stacking these dragons, right? That's obviously kind of where your win condition lies, getting these early stack dragons, because you are getting outscaled slowly but surely. And Diana's kind of halfway there already, but Jinx gonna become the main character. She's gonna have those rockets in the late game, and
yeah,
it's not pleasant to deal with, especially when she stood behind a Brom.
yeah, Jinx is going to be the protagonist
Hmm.
for VNM.
Absolutely.
And oh my god, look, Patarina! Is this a top diner or a jungle diner? Oh my word! Look at the damage coming out. There's the ultimate. Oh,
Wow.
gone. Not even an assist for one shot monkey now. Patarina is like, nope, these are mine.
She
You
is
can watch.
yeah, she has well and truly set up her campsite up in the top lane, sightseeing up there, seeing if she can see what the next dragon is. But yeah, Trundle going down again,
Yeah.
as you see another engage from
Oh,
Faye.
some not landing. So I don't know if they're still
This is
committing to this,
risky.
but I don't know if they're trying to force this a little bit too hard. Isar is here. They managed to stun them before they get to their turret, and Jinx is gone. Brand is
Yeah,
able to leap to safety though.
even if the Leona engage misses, right, you still have this bear running in, and Isar have been coordinating well with his bot lane here. Jumba comfortably up with the 3-0, and she's going to be the target that Patarina is going to be looking down. All the hopes of Venom Red are on this Katarina, on the Diana right now, and yeah,
Yeah.
but he might be
Oh,
taken
speaking of the
down.
Diana, that might be another kill for the side of Galileo Mafia. They are able to get that shut down.
Yeah, you can't do damage if you CC'd, and that's what it seemingly seems
Yeah.
like Patarina. We saw it CC'd in the Dragon fight, CC'd again in her own jungle, and yeah, it's rough for her to get out this damage. You got to look for these big kind of engages with the Yasuo, but haven't been able to quite coordinate those so far. But I do like the fact that she's going towards the Rift Maker, recognizing that she needs a bit more survivability this game.
Yeah, it's worth noting that we didn't really signpost it, but Ornn getting this top turret after so much pressure in this top lane, they finally cashed that in. But Bob Stroy, he can still go toe to toe with one shot monkey. It's just the problem is,
It's
you know,
never a 1v1.
yeah, there is no 1v1 this game.
Yep, yep, yep. Yeah.
And
I'd be a little bit tilted if I was Bob Destroyer, but he's going to get to a point where it's much more difficult for him to kill him, especially if he steals the on stats. I do wonder if he'll continue to stay in this lane, in the top lane, or if he'll actually join the team fights later on and kind of mitigate what the one-shot monkey can do in some of these fights.
Yeah, so we have the second Rift Herald being taken this time by the Garlic Bread Mafia. Yeah, Jinx
Maritime
able to take
trading.
that turret down, but there's a lot of bodies moving up towards this Rift Herald, but I don't think VNM are gonna contest this. They're just gonna witness it.
Yeah, I don't think the second rift is much of a problem here. Mariton happy to take that gold into his pocket, happy to kind of propel himself towards his second key item, and what can you really do with this rift out? Okay, maybe you can get the mid turret down. Um, But yeah, I'd much prefer to be on Jinx's side there, just getting the gold injected into you.
Yeah, also getting that, they're already 2 Drakes down, VNM, so it is nice to get that bot turret so they can push the wave further up to maybe get a little bit more pressure around this next dragon that's spawning in about half a minute.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks like they're calling all
So,
hands on deck for this. I wonder
yeah,
if the top laners will actually TP down for this.
Owen doesn't. Owen wants to push more.
Apparently so. Almost should have built Hullbreaker this game because he hasn't. He has
Oh
not
my
left his
God.
lane yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Reconnected it instantly. That's all
Okay.
right.
Okay. Good.
Whew.
So not only is Bob just he interrupts the
Oh,
TP.
yeah, he's gone in. So that's now TP advantage for Bob's Destroy. Mine has frozen. What's going on?
Oh, I'm back.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, so Orn drops the ultimate, but he's getting taken very low. Real nice flash from Bob's Destroy to flash the damage and the knockup. He wins that 1v1. He's still got his teleport, so he can now push this lane or join the rest of his team around the dragon. And I think that VNM, they've recognised this and are just going to give this dragon up.
That's absolutely fair. So 3 dragons, sole point now for the side of Garlic Bread, but it is going to be a Cloud Drake, right? Not the best one in the game, but the ultimates on the side of Garlic Bread are on low and cooldown. But Bob Destroyer able to get the 1v1, able to get the revenge up there, take out some of his frustration. Even when he DCs, right? He's able to get the kill. So yeah, that has to feel good.
Where's your Diana now? just finally, and I don't think he's going to be able to get this turret as One Shot Monkey's going to be able to waddle back in time. It's like a waddle on, isn't it? It's not. He doesn't have a big stride.
Yeah, one thing I didn't realize until recently: Volibear and Ornn actually brothers in the lore.
What?
Yes, I know.
He actually does get the turret. Once again, underestimated how quickly Trundle just chews through those turrets.
Oh yeah, if you let him touch your turret, it's like laning against the Yorick, right? You leave him alone for 2 seconds, and that turret is completely dead. And that's why I was wondering if he would just go towards the Hullbreaker and say, actually, Ornn, you're staying in your lane. You're not going to join your team in any team fights. He's already interrupted to teleport this game. So he's going to have to wait for that cooldown again. And I'd love Bob Destroy to opt towards that, but I don't think he will. He's probably just going to go for a semi-tanky bruiser build.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully One Shot Monkey has realised now that he can't teleport in lane.
Yes.
So they can't really do that 1v1. I mean, to be fair, he can quite easily interrupt Bob Destroyer as well, so...
Yeah, and Bob Destroyer is always going to win it, right? Always going to win the 1v1.
Yeah.
Upati caught out here.
Oh, yeah, he's caught, but he's pretty tanky and able to jump to an ally for safety. But they've chunked him out pretty hard, but I don't know what they can get off the back of this. Ornn has headed into this mid lane, gets a knock-up on Faye. And I think they're just going to maybe try and seize this turret out. One Shot Monkey actually heading back to that top lane. my work here is done.
Yeah, a little bit of an ARAM here, but hey. Kind of both teams kind of chilling. Unitar does get a little bit chunked out, but I don't think that VNM Red are going to get too much here. But this is kind of standard. On that. Yeah, this is kind of standard. After the bot lane turret goes down, right? You swap your mid lane, your bot lane to the mid lane, as we see Trundle trying to look for another jewel. But yeah, you swap the bot lane to the mid lane, try and get another tower, and then obviously Garlic Red Mafia do match that, and then you kind of swap your Yasuo and Renekton to the bot lane is what is standardly done.
So yeah, it's worth noting, if you look at the top, gold for the teams is neck and neck. If we switched our scoreboard up for a minute, I'll put a pause on that. No, we won't put a pause on that. So if you switch it up, you can see that the goal difference is...
Oh, we will put a pause on it.
Engage in this mid lane. Marathon is completely gone. Volibear diving in, shutting that turret down. So Mupati is not safe there either. And that's 2 kills for free for Garlic Bread Mafia.
Really excellent engage there from Isara. We were worried about him not getting in the early advantages, but now he's here. He's smurfed in the dragon fight. He's able to get 2 more picks here, shutting down the turret and just diving. And now they're going to go for Baron, the Garlic Bread.
Straight to Baron. So as they do the Baron, if you look at the gold, top side have an advantage for VNM, whereas, if the mid and bot have the advantage for Garlic Bread Mafia, and it kind of really just shows where each team has put the priority. Jinx Rocket not able to steal that one.
Yeah, and it's worth reminding everyone again that Garlic Bread and Venom have already played in the winners bracket, right? They played the first time round, Garlic Bread getting the 2-0 victory, but this time we're in a best of 5. So Garlic Bread looking to solidify their dominance and, getting ahead early here, taking the Baron, and it's going to put them in prime position to get this soul.
Yeah, I mean we haven't got any much vision out. Faye's heading out now, so we should be heading out. Yeah, the scoreboard is broken. The goal at the top's not broken. There's 33k a piece it was.
Oh, is the scoreboard broken?
This on stream, yeah, the scoreboard is broken.
Oh, I see.
Mine broke earlier before my client crashed. So I think there's just a problem with the thing. Like I said, mine before my client crashed, I couldn't see trinkets or anything like that. Oh, he has a fight in the mid lane. Patarina is caught. Look at this engage. Volibear slowing down. Diana is just completely annihilated. Holy sheep now on the back line, but he can't really make
the exhaust.
anything happen. His Diana is gone. There we go. Now, so I gets that one, and that is, yeah.
And that
effectively an ace, essentially. And now Garlic Bread Mafia, they've got Trundle still split pushing this top lane. He's got that hole breaker, as we were mentioning before. And this is going to be the Cloud Soul as well. And for a game that was neck and neck for so long, we really have advantage. GBM.
Absolutely. And we talked about as Trundle just says, I don't care about your turret, and I'm going to 1v1 you anyway.
Oh my word, look at the damage coming out from Trundle now. No amount of early game Dino ganks are going to save this all now. He's taking so much damage. He might. Nope, there's the flash. Oh,
oh, that's so unlucky.
Oh. So his team is just there to back him up. Bob Stroyer is powerful, but he is not 1v4 powerful.
That's true. I mean, he's just happy to kind of do Trundle things, right? He's trolling up there. But yeah, we talked about in Champion Select, Diana, Yasuo, and all the team of Venom Red. They want to get this wombo combo off, and we haven't seen it one time. It just seems like they're getting caught out over and over by the likes of Isar and Niklitar, and they're not able to get their win condition off. And it seems like it might be too late at this point because Holy Sheep just doesn't have the damage to get through some of these tanks. To get through the Renekton with the Death Dance and the Bramble Vest, then you've got Volibear with all of his tank items as well. It's very, very difficult to get through, barring some crazy wombo combo, which we just haven't seen them be able to coordinate yet.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning. I like saying that, Jinx quite far behind, but has itemizing pretty well. Got like Kraken Slayer now into Lord Doms. So, that is a big help. We don't have any of this LEC carries by in the collector into a team like this. That would have been tilt-worthy.
Absolutely. I love the early arm pen coming through, but it's really, it's going to be on Jinx surviving in these teammates, trying to get excited as my spectators freezes.
Yeah, we just got a little pause. Don't worry about it. But I mean, the thing is, with the composition that VNM Red have, like they need to have a fight on their terms. Mm-hmm. And they've just not been able to get that. Every single fight that we've had has been like Ignitar diving in, Isaro diving in. It's been on their terms or Faye initiating.
And we talked about Mupati being able to maybe stop some of this, but one Braum seemingly is not enough to stop this zoo of animals diving onto your backline. And Mariton just hasn't been able to deal consistent damage off. Even when she gets excited, it's just not been enough so far.
Also, I've mentioned that their main tank as well, like One Shot Monkey's not been able to be present in these fights. He's been top. He's just been chilling with the Trundle, but we now he knows he can in no way match Bob Stroyer's Hullbreaker Trundle.
Yeah.
So do we think he's going to join the rest of his team now?
I don't think it. I mean, maybe just to take the turrets, right? But I think he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to come to team fights. Really, he just wants to stay in his lane all game, and do what Trundle does. And
Bob Stroyer wants to stay up there, but I think do we think they're going to let sort of Bob Stroyer, maybe take an inhibitor if One Shot Monkey stays with his team?
Because it's so hard.
He can't stay top lane.
This is why I didn't want the. I saw the Ornn final pick, and it was after Trundle had already been picked, and I just think it's suicide to pick a tank into Trundle at that stage in the game, and I think it's so hard for One Shot Monkey to know what to do now. It's like either we give up an inhibitor, or I try and be in this team fight that Bob Destroyer can come to anyway, as Bob Destroyer seems to have DC'd.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Patarina, like, damn, if only had a little bit more damage before the pause.
The thing is, Bob Destroyer is going to come back into the game and just ult the Patarina, and it's not going to matter anyway.
Yeah, I actually think when Bob Destroyer comes back, probably wins this. Patarina doesn't have flash either. Has a challenge smite, that'll help like a bit.
Yeah, as
His
soon as he
team's there, but
yeah, as soon as he pops the Trundle ult, it's not going to matter though. He's just going to walk away, or actually just decimate the Diana. You can't kill the Trundle at this point.
Yeah, so I think going back to the previous point, I think they do. I think if you're VNM, I think they do have to look for the 5v4 fight and just whatever Trundle does, let it happen, because they can't. There's no single member that they can send to match him.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky because.
But these fights like this, it has to be close to their base for the quicker rotation.
Exactly.
If they push out and take that fight, Trundle will could literally end the game.
And that's the thing, and you kind of don't have the ideal engage tools. Yes, you have a Braum Glacial Fissure. Okay, you have a Diana engage, but it's difficult to get that off into multiple people. Okay, you have the Ornhorn coming through as well, but it's still not like a Leona ult or like a Sejuani ultimate. Just to try and like freeze this guy in place, it's not ideal CC to kind of get that dream Wombo combo off.
Yeah, it's just hard to pull off. Like you said earlier, we haven't seen the Diana Yasuo combo work as intended, and I think now we might actually be too late. I don't think it'll be enough. I think we actually have to look for I think possibly look through One Shot Monkey to engage. I think that's
at this
really
point,
all we got to go for.
Yeah. At this point, you're kind of just looking for picks, right? You're looking for like kind of one target, someone to overstep slightly, get caught in the Jinx traps, or CC'd by concussive blows from Braum, and just looking for someone to get caught out or
Diana can still, if one of the squishies separates from the team of GBM, Diana can still 100-0. Because the problem is, what squishies are there? I said squishies. There's only Kai'Sa. There's literally one.
Exactly, and Kai'Sa's been relatively untouched so far, and if you even do get on her, she's exhausting you. We haven't seen Kai'Sa under threat this entire game so far, and that just goes to prove how prominent Ice Arrow and Ignis Arrow have been in these front lines, just deleting the carries of Venom Red so far.
Yeah, hopefully this pause will be over soon, but we don't want players to have any internet issues. When we do get back into the game, it's a minute 40 for Baron. So I think, GBM have been all over objectives this game. They've had every dragon. They had both Rift Heralds and a Baron.
7 towers as well.
Yeah, 7 towers. So, they're really on it with objectives, and I'm pretty comfortable in saying that I think they'll probably go straight for this Baron, start setting up after whatever happens here. They'll probably siege up a little bit, maybe trying to look. The bot wave is with them. If Bob Destroyer comes back and gets the 1v1 there, they could maybe siege up this turret.
Yeah, I think at this stage in the game, you kind of have to be thinking about the next game for Venom Red. I think you have to kind of be thinking about, okay, this one is potentially probably lost, right? They've got Soul. They're probably going to get a free Baron, and we're not going to be able to contest it. What can we actually deny from Garlic Bread next time round that's going to make our lives easier?
Yeah.
And for me, it's the Volibear or the Trundle. Ice Arrow just able to get too many plays off in these early fights, and they haven't been able to scale. And Trundle, don't be picking an Ornn into this Trundle.
Yeah,
or just take it away from me.
As well, like Ice Arrow, didn't have the impact early game that we were maybe predicting, but as he went into the mid game, it was unreal. And here's Bob Destroyer's back there, the Jig Super Mega Death Rocket. Plus now lockdown. So look at the healing from that Trundle. Is there any anti-healing on that Diana?
There isn't.
No.
Nope.
Is there any anti-healing on the side? We've got Yasuo's got the Executioner's Calling and the Bramble Vest for Ornn, but nothing on the Diana.
Yeah, it's just not enough there to burst the Trundle, and that's what I was talking about. He just heals up, and he's very, very difficult to get that final kill damage on. Even with your the Ornn upgrades coming through now, we see the Riftmaker upgraded. I no longer know the names of all the upgraded mythic Ornn items.
Icathia's curse.
Is
There
that
we
what
go.
it is?
Yeah, seriously, it's I
I'm
don't you don't
impressed.
see Ornn so often in solo queue, so you don't often see all the items upgraded. Like, especially not the like Forge Fire chest. I vaguely remember because that's an
Mhm.
older item, but yeah, your Riftmaker and your Shield Bow, like with them
Yeah.
being
They've all got such random names
newer
now, the
items.
ornaments, I guess, as they call them. But yeah, they will start to come through though, and that could maybe be a turning point. But it's so hard um, for them to come back. But that is one useful thing One Shot Monkey can do for his team: upgrade his items, upgrade the Kraken Slayer on the Jinx, upgrade the Shield Bow on the Yasuo, and actually make them do meaningful damage to these tanks on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, the longer they can stall this game out at this point, the better a chance they have of
Yes.
getting back into the game. Like, once you get to a certain point, if everyone gets full build, no one's full built,
Mhm.
um, except Ornn gives you that advantage through the items that GBM they just can't get their hands on them.
Yeah, and at this point, Garlic Bread are just kind of looking for a pick, looking for the setup onto the Baron, and it's probably
Yes,
going to be uncontested here.
yeah, we're going straight for
Unless
that.
Patarina can get a steal, and that's kind of the miracle you're looking for at this stage. Patarina to kind of get this miracle steal and delay the fight even
I mean, they
more,
don't
but it
have
doesn't
vision. Oh,
look
they've
like
just
it's
dropped
going
a
to
blue
happen.
trinket, so now they know. Now they know, but I
And the Baron
don't
is going
think.
down pretty slowly, so
Yeah, that's slower than I was
yeah,
expecting, but
looks like they're going to collapse on the
one
Trundle
damage
again.
threat.
Bob Stroy are going to have some friends in the bot lane here,
Yeah, Super
but
Mega Death Rocket
recognize
came
them.
out quite early. Maritan, just like us, anticipating that Baron to go down faster than it really did.
Yeah, no contest there, and you have to feel that that's really rough now. Because the thing is with Volibear, if he ever gets ahead, you don't have to care about the tier 3 turrets. You can just go and dive them, and you have a Trundle on the other side as well. It's going to put down the pressure with the Hull Breaker. It's very, very difficult to endure the siege from Garlic Bread, and yeah,
That's it.
Venom Red going to really struggle here. This will be the make or break. This Baron push will be the make or break of this
Yeah,
game.
and the thing is as well, even if they can't end it off this next push, isn't it? Elder Drake. Why did that take me so
Yes.
long? I was like, it's an old man dragon coming up soon. So in fact, they might actually not put. They're leaving Trundle to be a threat and getting control around this bot side. Get this Elder Drake. They want one more objective before they end the game, I guess. And
Yeah,
but by leaving Trundle to split top, like
they can't
they
leave their
can't
base.
contest. Yeah, they can't contest. They can't leave the base because Trundle will just end the game. So they've gone to match Trundle, but obviously, as we know, one member
And it doesn't matter
of
how
VNM can't do
it
it.
doesn't matter how many members they send as well, because he has Cloud Soul and he's this fast little literal
Yeah,
literal troll, literally
yeah.
trolling in the top lane. You can't catch him. He's got
Pop the
Pillar. He's got
pop
his
the
ultimate.
ultimate.
Yeah,
Pop the
yeah.
ultimate. Gets super tanky, super speedy as well. Super Mega Death Rocket coming out again, but a little bit too early.
And
As the Eldrake was still on half hit points. They're going to take a turret.
I mean, they're
Um,
going to get the objective
it's the
right,
last
and the
T1. I
objective
mean,
bounty, but it's not going to matter here. I don't
may as
think.
well get something. However, they're now having to run back. They're going to come up behind Bob Stroyer, but leaving the rest of their base unattended. And look where this bot wave is.
Yeah,
So Bob Stroyer got this top turret.
no one can deal with the Bob Destroyer. Can he be killed by all 5 members of the other side? But you can't. Look, they're going
Yeah,
to
I
end the
think we
game. They're
might be
going to end the
trading
game.
Trundle for Nexus here. But you know what? They're committing, and maybe this is what they need for
Does
their
not
mental
care.
fortitude. We have to take him down. The rest of GBN has come up to help Bob Stroyer. They must protect him. He's not having a single death after 10 minutes. Volibear stopping the
Oh
turrets.
my god.
Elder Drake execution's coming through, and this is an absolute bloodbath. One shot monkey, last man alive, but not for long. There's the ace, triple kill, for Ignitar, and that'll be the game for the Garlic Bread Mafia.
And Bob Stroyer just says, send your mother, send your father, send your family. I do not care. I'm gonna absolutely destroy you, regardless of how many people you send. He had to endure. He had to endure that camp in the early game, which was just, quite frankly, offensive to troll kind. And yeah, not ideal there for the side of Venom Red, but they're able to come through the victory. Garlic Bread, very impressive, very solid performance in this first game.
Yeah, it's a pretty convincing victory as well. It was they were never truly behind. It was mostly even for most of the game,
Mhm.
and then they came back. My post game thing is broken, so I can't really see the
Absolutely no.
damage and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, no worries.
Good stuff.
Yeah, mine is broken as well. So, but it's okay because we know who won, and that's what's important. And they were able to just get that snowball off that first dragon fight, and really just you know extend the lead off of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll be have to look to see how um, VNM Red, can they come back from that one mentally? They've been 2-0'd before. They don't want to get 3-0. They want to come back strong into this next game. So we'll see if they can reset and come in strong into heading into game two.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just wonder what they'll change as well. What champions they'll take away. Are they going to deny the Volibear or the Trundle? We'll have to see. I think we're going to go for a small break now before the next game, and we'll see you. We'll see you there.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. After an explosive game one, the Garlic Mafia are 1-0 up in this best of five series for the grand finals of Division 3. So, as we look towards the lobby for game two, we'll see if VNM Red can bounce back.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what adaptations, what VNM take away from the first game, right? What do they think that was the most kind of oppressive thing, right? Was it Isara's Volibear? Was it Bob Destroyer's Trundle? I can't imagine that they would ban the Trundle. I just don't think that they should pick a tank into it as the last pick, right? I think
Yeah.
you need another pick if you're going to pick it into Trundle, or you take away the Volibear that was just so instrumental in getting that lead at the first dragon fight.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how. If One Shot Monkey is comfortable playing, more bruiser or something that can 1v1 a bit better, then they don't have to ban the Trundle. If they insisted on him playing a tank, they will just have to ban that Trundle away because there'd be no reason for Bob Stroy not to pick it again.
Yeah, exactly. And do they get their bans in this game? I assume they do, right? You got to hope so, because that will go a good way of getting that'll go a good way of getting the getting some kind of advantage. So hopefully they do get the bans.
Yeah, I'll try and check that quickly. Try and bring that up. It should be in competitive rulings. Ah, it's not in there. So, but I think they do. I think it's just game one.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, um, I do, and yeah, here we go into straight into draft. So let's see. Okay, so they do get their bans. I've just been informed.
Good stuff.
So,
The voice in our heads doesn't go away.
and
And
there's the Volibear.
speaking, making quick, no hesitation there. Meanwhile, Garlic Bread Mafia not really making adjustments just yet. That's it's the same
Yeah,
band from game one.
you don't expect garlic bread to make any changes, right? Because they obviously won, so they're going to ban Akshan, Yone,
I mean, they could
probably
take away
Ziggs as
the
well.
Diana
They could,
potentially
but
because
I
that.
don't think they're worried about it because they smashed it so hard after it got the early advantage. But
And there's the
I'm,
Trundle ban.
yeah, I'm more interested in the VNM bans, and there we go, exactly what we were talking about: Volibear and the Trundle they opt for. So I wonder what Isar is going to pull out this time and what Bob Destroyer is going to default to now that that Trundle is away. But Garlic Bread, not changing any of their bans as they don't need to.
Same free
Some
bands.
VNM to change it up. Yep. And VNM
Um,
taking the Jinx again.
yeah, I mean, I think Maritani put in a perfectly fine performance on that Jinx. They
Mm.
just wasn't able to play the team fights. But that's not on the champion pick. I don't think there's any need to change that. And by the same merit, Jumba did excellent on Kaiser, so why change that?
I wonder if they'll just run it back with the same comp, obviously without
The same bot side.
Volibear. Yeah, yeah. I'd be interested to see that. Yeah, but Maritan obviously very comfortable on the Jinx. But he wasn't able to really partake in the last game. To be honest, it wasn't really his fault because it just snowballed after that dragon fight. But yeah,
Yeah,
not able
but
to get involved. But I saw it coming through with the Sage.
if Maritan is allowed to play League of Legends this game, might have a better go on that Jinx. I like the Sejuani pick. You don't see it often,
No,
or as
and
often as I would like, but I respect it as a pick.
for sure, it's usually because the trundle is open, and when the trundle is not open, you can't just. It's such a great counter to Sedge, right? When it's not open, you can just pick the Sedge, and you don't really have to worry about two big counters in the jungle. Yes, Sejuani doesn't have the fastest clear, and she can be exploited in the early game. But if she's left to her own devices, left to get some early game advantages, left to actually scale a bit more, she does crazy damage later
Yeah.
on in the game.
So VNM Red, they've gone. Bot lane definitely wasn't the problem. Let's do it again. Jinx
Yep.
Braum,
Yep.
stay on it, and a Kane for Patarina in the jungle.
Oh, I love this. If this is Red Kane into Sejuani, this is an amazing pick, particularly if Faye runs it back with the owner as well. Red Kane loves these tank picks, and he's just such a sustaining menace. He can clear really, really fast as well, but he is really weak before he transforms. That's the area he can be exploited. Um, so
Yeah.
just to see how he can navigate that early game.
So, I mean, they might be thinking back towards game one because if you know,
Yep.
with how even though Galibay Mafia had such a decisive mid and late game, early
Mm.
game they were playing very safe. You know, jungle,
Mhm.
not really trying to force ganks. Isaro did a couple when he was sure it would work,
Yep. Yep.
but not really gank happy. So that might be the environment that they need to sort of, you know, get this Kane. You know, maybe Paterini, instead of being so gank heavy like in game one, just farm up to get that transformation. So second
Yes.
round of bans coming in, the Yasuo taken away. Just get that off the table.
Yeah, I like
And
the
it's
Vigar ban as well. Vigar's such a menace in the current meta. If you can't just leave him alone to scale, and at this elo, it's very, very difficult to punish him, right? It's very, very difficult to kind of gank him over and over again. He's very safe. He has the baby cage, and he has, you know, one of the best abilities in the game where he can just stack and stack and stack infinitely. And he gets to a point where, you know, he has 1,000 AP and he just one shots your whole team. So
yeah,
it's not very pleasant to play against if you aren't familiar with how to punish that. And that's why I think it's a good denial here. And we see another arcane character. We see Victor here. Obviously, such a staple of the meta and the game now for so long. You know, Victor,
yeah,
Victor,
all
Victor.
throughout this season.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Plays safe, scales, and then does massive, massive late game damage. AOE, massive late game damage, and he trades quite well generally as well. You know, if he goes corrupting or if he goes biscuits, he's kind of unpunishable, very difficult to gank. So yeah, very, very strong pick, and runs it back with the Ornn here. Say, look, I don't care. You don't have a Trundle anymore. You're not going to be able to 1v1 me as easily. This time it's
Yeah,
Gangplank, but Gangplank, he is getting buffed. I think it's next patch actually, and I don't know why this champion is getting patched because the damage that he does is disgusting, quite
yeah.
frankly.
They just want MSI to be a repeat of. Do you remember that Worlds where Gangplank was like 100% pick ban because it
I
was
do,
turbo? Wasn't
yes,
it just after his rework? It was
yes, yes. Gangplank
broken. They're
and
like,
Mordekaiser, wasn't it? I think.
yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, God. Yeah, they want to go back to that. But yeah, I mean, one shot, one kick. Let him on the Ornn again. Ornn wasn't the problem. Trundle into Ornn was the
Yes,
problem.
yes, and you know you're not a problem anymore when you're banned. So you know, say Ornn says, you know, come on, one shot me. There's no one shot me, and you can't. So Gangplank has, you know, Gangplank obviously going to be able to freely stack his grasp off of this, or I do
Oh
wonder if
yeah.
he'll go for first strike even just to kind of farm like he used to be able to, getting that money in and getting go that 10% extra damage. I wonder which keystone he'll opt for. But one thing we didn't talk about was the Orianna lock in as well. So kind of a is there more of a staple mid lane match than Orianna Victor? Maybe Orianna Azir. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah, I,
we've got Farmville going on in the mid lane. Like
we
don't
have.
want don't want any funny business. None of this ganking
Yeah,
nonsense.
yeah, yeah, and both junglers, quite frankly, happy to do that.
Yeah.
I don't expect to see some kind of volley bear crazy ganks like we saw last time, or Diana camping. But Sejuani could again go to you know, the top side. But I don't think Kane is going to be heading there. Gangplank kind of a difficult target to gank as well, especially with his remove scurvy. I think that's what it's called,
Oranges.
or
Yeah.
oranges as
Yeah.
everyone else calls it.
Chomp his oranges. If we look at the pro comps for this game, the graphics are a lot different to game one. If you look at like scaling wise, there's not much in it. You know, both teams scale pretty well, and there's not really clear advantage early to
Yeah,
mid either.
yeah. I think it's just all out team fighting. Both teams have opted towards that, and there's no kind of huge early game pressure. There's no kind of time limit that either team has. You know, both teams just looking to go to those dragon fights and fight it out to the death, and that's why we love League of
Yeah,
Legends, right? Because we love
and
to see that.
it's what
We
we
love to
want.
see that.
I think
Exactly.
it's worth pointing out like pro comps has picked up on it as well. That if you look on the little the team comp summary, that the red team that Galibray Mafia have more of an engaged composition,
Mm,
and that's similar. You know, similar to game one. And I think it's the same here. You know, they've got so many good engage tools. They've got that Faye on that Leona still. I
mhm.
saw it on the Sejuani. You know, really great ultimates to engage. You Oriana combos, you know, amazingly with the shockwave. Whereas when
Yeah.
you look at VNM,
Mhm.
again, bit tricky. They're a lot more counter engage really
It's
with the
more, yeah,
brawl.
it's more counter engage. I kind of like that as well. I kind of like the Braum, and I like the. I think the Ornat of it is often used as engage, but I think it's extremely good disengage as well. And then you have to you're running into a Victor, and that's exactly what he wants you to do, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, Oriana has great ball delivery this time round. She has Faye to deliver it with. Even Sejuani can get in there. Yeah, very unpleasant to deal with. But if it goes late game and Gangplank is able to land some of these barrels onto Jinx, onto Victor, they're not going to exist anymore.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
for Jinx and Victor, it's one barrel, if we're being
yes,
honest. Yeah,
yeah,
one barrel could remove them from the fight.
yep, yep. So it's on. I'm interested to see if Bob Destroyer is able to survive the camp that he might get from Padarina, survive the lane in general, and just scale.
Yeah.
Because we talk about Ornn as a scaling tank, that's great, but it doesn't matter if you're a tank and Gangplank's one-shotting your whole team.
So, should be getting into game any minute now. I'll be good. Great analysis from me there. It's been a long day, can you tell? But yeah, especially I just think like with the Ornn and the Braum, I like Victor
Mhm.
alongside those two a lot more than the Yasuo. Because the Yasuo kind of needs an engage,
Yes.
and they didn't have it. Whereas now they've got the Victor, who's just another tool in that disengage.
Yeah,
So
and Victor's much more guaranteed damage. It's very much easier just to kind of throw a laser in or put your ultimate down and have it do mass damage on their team. And yeah, it's much more guaranteed damage than it was from the likes of Yasuo. Yasuo kind of struggles to get in there a little bit more
yeah,
on
Yasuo's
that
like
side.
all or nothing, whereas Victor can sort of
Yes.
consistently deal damage throughout a team fight.
Yeah, if you can get two or three spell rotations off right as Victor, you've probably done your job. And but I'm interested to see the bot lane again. I wonder if it will go exactly the same as it did last time. Both teams just kind of safely farming it out. But ISO not this time, obviously not this time on the Volibear, and so he's going to be able to get that earlier game advantage.
Yep. Yep.
When my
Yeah,
spectator
I'm in the
stops
shadow. I'm in the
freezing,
shadow realm still.
I'll be able to sync up with everyone again.
I wonder if I'll get to see trinkets this game. That'll be nice.
Let's just have a look and see.
Oh right.
It's still not working for me. Hold on. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I see.
Oh, there's a pause at 7. Yeah.
That's just difficult, isn't it? Jungle toilet. I see. So it's a toilet diff
Well, as long as it
today.
was paused for a really important reason,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
someone doesn't know when to go to the bathroom.
Hey, it's all right. I remember in watching LCK one time, and they had it was like they had to pause for a toilet issue. They've called it. So we're getting that again here. But yeah, I very much kind of expect same kind of no kind of crazy invades again. Kane doesn't want to get behind early, neither does Sedge, right? You kind of expect the lines of scrimmage again. No one wants to throw away the early game advantage. That being said, they do have Braum, right? He's one of the best level 1 champs for these kind of invades.
Yeah, I mean
So
Leona's no slouch either, to be fair.
no, no,
Level 1.
exactly.
But I think you're right. I don't think they're gonna risk it. It's
No, no. Absolutely no reason to. So Gangplank did actually opt for the grasp, kind of standard as well. Just looking to farm up off the Yawn, and if you've ever laned against Gangplank, you know how annoying it is to constantly being peppered by these bullets
yeah.
in the top lane. And yeah, no real surprises, no real kind of cheese in the ganks, in the keystones. Everything's kind of standard across the board.
Yeah, everything that you kind of expect, really.
Hmm, hmm.
Got corrupting potion starts for both the solo laners
Hmm.
and one shot monkey as well. It's fair enough, really. It's so hard to talk about like level 0 because we're
Level.
not at level 1 yet. We haven't left the base.
I know, right? I know. Well, yeah, I think Oriana and Gangplank just kind of opting for a bit more of a safe.
Yeah.
I think Gangplank goes corrupting every game anyway, right? Because
Yeah.
that's his kind of go-to. But yeah, Oriana in this case opting for it, valuing just that ability to just kind of, even if she does get ganked by the Kayn, then she can kind of sustain up through that.
Yeah. It's worth mentioning in the bot lane, like more and more now, like, for years and years it was Doran's Blade in a pot and that was
Yep.
what you bought.
Yep.
And now, this season you do see a lot more longsword starts. Just gets you to those items earlier.
Yes.
But I think what you miss from the Dorans the most is that 80 hit points. I think it's 80. I hope it is.
I think Doran's Blade is one of the strongest starting items, right?
Oh no, I've gone
Okay.
past it. Right, I'm ready. Okay, so let's go. Level 0 has been completed. We're ready for our level 1. Ping's potentially coming out for an invade here. My game's froze.
Yeah. I think it's just because it likes to catch up with the freeze, with the pause. It will load eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, there we go. We're back in now. But yeah, I would like to Riot to invest some of this arcane money into fixing, some of the things that are kind of crucial to its esports scene. The spectator client or just the client in general that they've been talking about for years. But actually, we do see an early
invade, but they don't have the owner at the front, and no one else can really do the engage. So yeah, they're gonna have to back away. They got spotted out early. That was a nice positioning.
Yeah, good ward there just to spot that out, and everyone kind of back, restore their health pots and restore their health bars and go back into the kind of the lines of the scrimmage here. Actually, Jumbo may be caught out here.
Oh, bro, Winter's Bite does not quite connect. I think if it had, that would have been
a flash at least.
Yeah, would have had to build a flash, but yeah, I think that was right from I appreciated the attempt at the invade from Guardbread Mafia, but I think that the moment it wasn't going great, just back away. They don't want to overcommit. They don't want to risk too much.
Yeah, absolutely. And both junglers here probably going to path topside again here. Kayn on his famous Raptor start because he's one of the fastest clears of that in the game. I think only Udyr is maybe faster than Kayn.
There was a really good thread on Reddit the other day that was like, how do you what's one thing that someone can do that tells you they don't know the champion? And one of them was Kayn not starting Raptors.
Yes.
Which is I can't remember anything else from that thread. Just that one tickled me.
Yeah, I mean, Kayn is just it was just such a fast clearer of those, and it's so essential to his clear. Probably expect a full clear across the board here. Maybe Sejuani is able to get up there into one-shot Monkey's lane, but not too much excitement in the early game like we had. It's not like we had Volibear and Diana just going everywhere in the last game.
Yeah,
but yeah, a bit of a trade happening in the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, with Kayn pathing towards this top lane, he's got, he's ahead on his clear of that Sejuani. He could, with how much Bobstroy is pushing, go for that gank, but with the ward, he will get spotted, and obviously Kane's not the best ganker anyway, so at this stage.
Yeah, and this is fully how you expect this Gangplank Ornn lane to go, kind of Gangplank stacking this huge wave under the tower and just poking the Ornn down.
Yeah, just getting those grasp stacks as quickly as he can.
Yeah. But Ornn's going to be happy to kind of farm that wave under tower. And yeah.
So, I mean,
as you see another wave come down, actually, and normally what Gangplank would do in a high reload is kind of actually get an eco recall off and maybe get a longsword, and you don't have to TP back to lane. You can just kind of walk, and then you get a free advantage over the Ornn because he's kind of stuck in lane CSing this lane in the top lane. But Gangplank just going to use that time to get some extra vision in the jungle, in the lane, in the river.
Yeah. I went and picked up the topside scuttle as well, and Patarina couldn't contest it because Bob Schroyer, has so much priority in that top lane that it just would not have happened.
But Ornn's absolutely fine as well. Ornn, one of the better champions to kind of endure because he can just build items in lane, which is no other champion in the lane can do, right?
Yeah.
So he has biscuits as well,
and he's bought that tier,
which
is great. It'll help him stay in lane for a little bit longer, a little bit extra mana, get that stacking up. So obviously that is the one thing that gates how long you can spend in lane. Really, is you will go eventually.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And with the biscuits, with the Tio, he's not going anytime soon. Oh, good trade
Nice
there
knock
though.
up. Yeah, get some good damage down. But Bob
Ooh.
Stroy just turns it with just a simple Q
Yeah.
auto. The amount of damage that Gangplank puts down early game with the corrupted potion
Ooh.
is unreal. Oh, Pata moving jumper has to flash. Faye holding on to his for now with Patarina
Oh, with
here.
the counter gank.
Yeah, Kanak coming in, Isari coming in from the top. They've now got Patarina having to flash away. Pata jumps to safety, but he's taken so low. With the flash and exhaust gone, he drops. And even though there's that stood onto Faye, but it's a little bit too late, as they had to disengage. And
Yeah.
first blood over to Kaiser.
Yeah, Mupati slightly over engaging there, flashing a little bit eager to get that gank down, but they don't really know what Isara is. He's able to turn up and turn that gank around. And usually it's the other way around, right? You see the Leona engaging onto the Braum, but actually this time Braum engaging with the Winter's Bite, but not quite working out there. Doesn't have the summoner to get back, doesn't have the W to jump back either, so just gets caught out. And yeah, good counter gank from Isara there.
I mean, and we might see some more action in spot lane as well from the junglers, because if you look, there is only Jumba's exhaust is that's the only summoner spell. Everything else is on cooldown.
Yes, yeah. Oh yeah, I fully expect a return gank at some point. Once Sejuani has had his kind of reset into the first item, right? But Victor burns the TP to get back. Oriana as well. Kind of a standard there. Both obviously going towards their early lost chapters.
Yeah. So I don't expect the minion wave to really move past the river. It's just going to stay in that middle
Endless
third of the
wave
lane.
clear.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob Destroyer.
Not landing the knock up. With the damage coming off this Gangplank, he might be okay. He eats an orange there. He's got quite a bit of healing from that. He's still got his flash, and he managed to hang on to it. That's really nice, because he could have flashed.
It was K. He ate an orange and it was K, and he doesn't care. And like we were saying, Gangplank very difficult to gank because he is so damn fast, especially with the corrupting potions. Yeah, he's very tricky to gank, very difficult to CC, and Isara.
Ooh, fine over the scuttle, but like we said about the priority, Bob Destroyer heading down already. Flash popped. Try and chase him down, but Kane is away. He ran through the wall, as he does. And Isara getting topside scuttle again.
Yeah, very. The thing about early scuttles nowadays is the first one doesn't matter as much.
Shockwave onto Victor, has to flash away. Sejuani coming in as well. Does not have ultimate available, but doesn't need it. As Holy Sheep, it's his first death of the game.
Yeah, good capitalization by Isara again, running this early game, and yeah, doing really well here. But great shockwave by Ignitar, forcing the flash out as One Shot Monkey. I don't think you won that trade, friend.
No, don't move too far away from your turret, buddy.
Yeah. Gosh, it is so unpleasant to lane against Gangplank as a tank unit.
It's not any melee, to be fair, really. But it's I'm really impressed with Isara's pathing in both of these games. Like, I don't think I've seen him have like a gank not happen. He'll only go to a lane that is like a sure thing. He's not trying to force stuff, and it's really impressive.
And it's working out for him. Every gank we've seen so far, it feels like in the series that it's just been successful, or he's just in the right place at the right time. He was there for the counter gank. He's there as a trade is happening in the mid lane to try and capitalize. And now he does have that Glacial Prison ultimate, so he's going to be even more of a threat. But yeah, Gangplank is just going to farm up a storm in the top lane and just keep poking him up. He's going to have so many Grasp the Undying procs onto this Ornn over and over and over again. And yeah, I wonder what he'll go for in his build this time around, because there's kind of a couple of variations, right? There's the Lethality build. You can kind of go like a Prowler's Claw, or you can go towards the Immortal Shield Bow build as well. You can go Triforce, lots of different variations for the Gangplank to build. It looks like he's picked a Sheen up early here, though.
Yeah, so could be going for that Triforce. We've got one thing that I'm just going to have to break out a second, but is there any way on Spectate to see how close Kane is to?
Do you know, I
like that isn't, because it's on his champion portrait. So yeah, we'll just have to deal. I can't believe that's just like a thing that you have to accept, like that you just don't know. Because obviously, like I say, because Sejuani gets so much value out of hitting 6, and for Kane, he's really waiting for that transformation.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely not a champion before he transforms. Right, really struggles.
But we have no way of knowing when it's coming. So speaking of not
Nope.
being a champion, this is a free dragon for the Garlic Bread Mafia. Bot lane has come up to try and contest. Ooh, really close there, but not able to steal that one.
Was going to gank in the top.
Ooh, yeah. Ornn ultimate coming down. Gangplank just dropping his ultimate just to lay some damage down. One shot monkey doesn't get the knock up there, but I think they'll be able to take down Bob Stroyer. And I'm getting flashbacks to game 1 here. Oh, shockwave onto Holy Sheep. There's already coming in. There's a Glacial Prism. There is, Holy Sheep. He's not allowed to play. Take your hands off your keyboard. It's over.
Yeah, Holy Sheep, being exploited again for that flash lost, and Glacial Prison just coming in on top of the shockwave, and it makes it it's really, really nice synergy because it makes it very, very difficult to deal with, and you have to be so careful now as Holy Sheep in the future. Your flash is coming up soon at least, but on the top side they were able to get the kill onto Bob Stroyer. That's going to be a nice kind of good way forward for Kane's transformation there as well, just to get kind of that going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Kane
probably will go
well,
towards the Red Cane. Yeah, probably will go towards the Red Cane just to capitalize on the Sejuani. I just What do you think is better, the Red Cane or the Blue Cane this game, or just in general?
I don't play a lot of Kane. I usually see Red Cane. You don't see a lot of Blue Cane. I don't think he's very in at the moment. We're not in a Blue Cane world. But I'm guessing you're favouring the Red Cane.
Yeah, I think it's just so much more useful as well. It has the knock up, has the sustain, and really, really good into the Sejuani, and the Leona on the other side. So yeah, I fully expect it to be the Red Cane, especially with the Conqueror, and then you usually kind of go towards that Gore Drinker Death Dance, and you just have all the healing in the world.
Yeah, try not to die. That's the name of the game. So Jumbo again being left 2v1 in this lane. This is another sort of strategy we saw the Garlic Red Mafia employ in game 1, where Faye just being left able to roam. Didn't have mobility boots, so not the quickest Leona in the West, but still doing what they can to get around the map. In fact, this is exactly what happened in game 1. Where Faye roamed to secure Rift Herald without having to commit a solo laner.
It seems almost rehearsed, doesn't it? It seems like they've drilled that, like they've practiced that a little bit. And what's Patarina doing? He was just sat in the bot bush looking for a cheese, and he's doing it again here. He's wasting so much time, it seems like here. He looked like he cancelled his recall
Faye
again.
actually heading top instead onto One Shot Monkey, who, flash immediately. Zenith Flare connects. There's the stuns. Bob Stroy got enough damage to finish him off. Solar Flare coming down as well. Ornn ultimate. A little bit too late. And
I've got to admit, that didn't look gankable, but hell, he got in there. He timed his ultimate so it didn't get done by the Unstoppable from the Ornn, and really, really nice play from Faye, able to secure the Rift Herald, able to get up there and actually CC One Shot Monkey, and really, really nice support play. And meanwhile, Patarina, like I was talking about, was just sat in that bottom bush looking for a cheese gank or Jajumba, and not the best use of his time there, especially when he does clear a bit faster than the Sejuani. But that being said, he does have the Gore Drinker now.
Yeah, also, while Faye left to gank top, Isora did secure that Herald, so we'll see where they choose to drop that. Obviously, first turret hasn't been taken yet, so... Although, there's not really anywhere that they could get a turret off of the first Herald. No, except maybe top lane that's down to 3 plates.
Yeah, I mean, really, you're just looking for the plates, aren't you? You're just looking for that gold injection from the Herald. But
yeah, and of course, we've got the Dragon in a minute and a half, so they might, do the old drop Rift Herald, go Dragon.
Yeah. I've always liked that play. It's just very clever. You kind of have to have someone clear that unless you want to lose mid tower. So yeah, but Garlic Bread's going to look to stack those dragons again, exactly as they did in the first game, and I've always liked that strategy because the dragons offer a permanent buff, and if you're trading for the Rift Herald like you usually do, then I think always the dragon is better. But it doesn't matter because they got both in this game.
Yeah, why not both?
Yeah.
And they've got, look at the vision control. Solar Flare comes down, catches out Patarina in their own jungle, flash over the wall, not landing. Shockwave in the wall, pulling them out. And living a lot longer than I would have thought, but, never going to outlive.
Patarina didn't even get to ult there. He just got completely CC'd, and Faye just really on point with the Zenith Flares this game.
Yeah, making it look like a point-and-click ability so far. So.
Yeah.
So this mid lane starting to heal now. Quite a bit of damage coming from these mid laners at level 10. But yeah, having a rank 2 ultimate soon. Oh,
Another trade here.
right here though, support versus AD carry. I'm gonna put a lot behind Mupati there. And yeah, look at the vision control that they've got around this dragon. It's really good. They can sort of spot Kane if he comes from around his Wraiths or red buff, so they kind of just really keeping tabs.
Yeah, but then none of them are in
jungler.
position to actually kind of contest this dragon. It looks like another one's going to go down for garlic bread, and Patarina's just not in a position to steal, or they've got the vision, but yeah, I don't know. They've got no vision. Sorry.
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
have no idea. They have no idea that that's happening.
No,
Garlic bread have just got it all warded, and again another
Garlic
free
bread had
dragon
total
going
vision
over.
control.
Yeah. So no dragon fights yet, as really kind of just one-sided though from Garlic Bread, making plays across the map. Hats off to Faye, excelling this game. Isara once again having the run of the early game, and Patarina just not able to have that impact that we wanted to see.
Yeah. Oh, Glacial Prison whiffed. Unfortunately, they've still got the shockwave. There it is, and that's the thing. They're so far ahead at this point. Even with one misses, they can still get the kill. Oh my word!
Yeah, Ignitar and Isar are just putting on a show here in the mid lane. Great mid jungle synergy again, and they're just able to get another gank off on Holy Sheep. And Holy Sheep really struggling to stay alive in this game, and not able to flash in the right direction seemingly, or flash at the right time. To just trying to avoid some of these ganks, flash over a wall perhaps, but instead flashes in a straight line, and Sejuani is just able to chase him down.
Yeah. So there's that first turret. They take it with a retail mid. Kind of. Yeah. It's all standard. We've got Infernal Soul this game. That is deadly. That is just gonna.
Yeah, if you thought Cloud Soul was going to make it a one-sided game, Infernal Soul is a game ender. And yeah, you do not want to give that over, so you're going to have to contest at some point, and you're just getting so far behind now. 3,000 gold, and Holy Sheep just isn't going to have the items he needs to actually be a factor in some of these team fights. But we have to see them contest for this next one. Really, that's what I want to see. You need to contest for one of these dragons, otherwise you're just going to get too far behind.
We need to see them being a little bit proactive, getting vision down. Patarina going for this top gank, but so close to the turret. I don't think anything happened there. However, I mean, if you look at the map, he's got no jungle to clear. We're still waiting on the transformation. It should come through, very soon. You tend to see Kane's
pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just pretty. You want to get it's good if I think 12 minutes is a good. I'm thinking, and the closer you get to 20 minutes, it's like start to fall behind.
Oh, there he is. He's just got it as we speak.
There we go.
So now the game starts for VNM. Yeah. Let's see what he can get done now. He has this. He's so much more strong than he was. So you see him all in the top lane.
Oh, all in the top lane. Sejuani is coming. So even if Bob Destroyer falls, they should be able to secure the counter kill. But nope.
Yeah, and One Shot Monkey. It's worth pointing out, right? He came in as a sub, right? He probably doesn't play too much top lane, so they say, okay, look, you're going to play the Ornn, just play safe up there.
Yeah. It's difficult, but shockwave onto Holy Sheep. He's got no turret to run under either, so he's going to have to fight this one. He's got a lot of damage in the return. Nearly makes it happen, but Ignitar is safe. Still got that flash if the ultimate was going to finish him off.
But he has the flash. He's absolutely fine, but
it's still quite an impressive amount of damage coming out of the Victor, considering that he was 0-3 into a 3-0 Orianna.
Yeah.
The scoreline not necessarily telling us the whole story.
That's true. I mean, Ignitar did kind of soak up a little bit more damage than he did in the magnet. I think it's called Magnet Storm, right? No, that's the Ral ult, man. I can't remember what it's called. Chaos Storm.
Chaos Storm.
Yeah. He's just kind of soaked in there a little bit, but yeah, nice attempt from Holy Sheep, but not quite able to get a hold of himself in this game, or get a hold of a stable position. He just keeps going down over and over again, and yeah, really unfortunate there from Holy Sheep, and you can just see these constant ganks are taking a toll on him.
Yeah, that's it. Holy Sheep, it looks like he's playing against a team of Border Collies because they're really just herding him where they want him.
Absolutely. And you have to think about games in this series, right? Players start to tilt and a game like this going into the next game can really be in your head, and it can really set home a potential 3-0 here. But we're
Yeah.
going to see Faye again looking for an engage.
Yeah, it can be difficult to recover. You only get
Absolutely.
10 minutes
Hmm.
between the games. Get up, leave your computer, have a little stretch.
Yeah.
But we're still in this game.
And
Shockwave
again.
catches Holy Sheep, but he's able to get away. The Chaos Storm, no flash from Ignitar. He able to kill. He's not letting him get away without a fight. He's 0-5-0 on this Victor now. That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really,
teleport
really
coming
rough
in
here
now
for
from
the
Bob
Sheep.
Stroyer as well. And if you are VNM, you do not want to be around this dragon right now.
Yeah.
Oh, two huge ultimates not connecting though, so I don't think they can get the kills here. They'll get the Drake. That's theirs.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
Patarina's going to
Patarina
look for a steal here.
looking for a steal, being very sneaky on this vein. The rest of his team there to back him up. They do have the big ultimates. Here's the on 1-4 knock up, very nice.
He gets it.
He gets the steal. This is really nice, denying Soul Point, but will they be able to get out alive? Holy Sheep teleporting in, does not have his ultimate available. Death Ray putting out some nice damage, but they
Arena in the
still
back line.
chasing him down. Oh, on the back. One Shot Monkey and Kane, the only ones left alive. Now just Patarina. Can he 1v3? Probably not, because of an exhaust on his head.
Oh.
Triple kill for Ignitar. 8-0-3 on this Oriana. What a performance.
Yeah, Ignitar able to go huge in this game so far, multiple times solo killing his opponent, doing so much damage in this team fight, and it was a really, really nice attempt there from Patarina, just trying to kill some people in the back line there, but it wasn't enough. They're just too far behind, and it's a 7k advantage now, going to be an 8k, 9k almost with this tower going down, and
Yeah.
really, really difficult now for VNM to come back into this game. It was a good, really nice steal though on the Inferno, and does delay Soul Point for
Yeah.
Garlic Bread, but they're just able. Look at all these bounties. 700 gold on Oriana, 150 on Sejuani, and 350 on Kai'Sa. And
They
you
they
to
have
get
got.
some of these.
They have to get these to get back in the game. There's the gold lead, 6,000. It's big. It's not insurmountable.
Nope,
By
that's
denying
true.
that Soul Point, that is a godsend. It's a shame they had to lose so many members,
Mhm.
but the threat of Infernal Soul at 25 minutes would have been, oof.
Yes, absolutely, and you've got the objective bounties as well, right? You're going to get
Oh,
one off this
yeah.
turret, hopefully. Yeah, he gets one off this turret. So
Doesn't-
there's a nice little gold injection here. They do have, there's a lot more ways back into the game than there used to be. But Ignitar
have to be careful
got out
around
here.
this Baron. Engaging on. Shockwave catches too. Faye laying down the CC and letting Jumba do as much damage, but Ignitar is caught. Huge bounty goes over. Can they cash in any more? Isara protecting Jumba. They can't get through this front line. Although Ornn can, but he doesn't have the damage and will just, there's so much damage coming down from this Kraken Slayer on the Kai'Sa. And that's
Just
double
so
kill for
much
Sejuani.
CC.
Maritan now on his own. I will say, really nice adjustment. Jumba, completely different build to last game. Went for, Man Immune in the first game. This time going, yeah, I'm getting a Kraken Slayer. I'm getting through that Ornn. We don't have a
It's
Trundle.
just- Jumbo is just so untouched in these team fights. There's so much CC between Isaro and Faye, and it just makes it really difficult to be able to move.
Yeah.
And they're able to get the Baron off
They've
of
got-
that as well, and even the tier 3 turret Bob Stroyer is
Yeah.
able to get on the other side.
They've got- It's really hard to get past this front line. And I mean, as you saw, when he didn't have his front line right next to him, they were able to get that pick. But
Yep.
the problem is that this isn't a single threat team. You need to get Jumba as well.
And how is anyone killing Isaro in this game? Seemingly, Jinx is going to be autoing him all day with that Randuin's and just not going to be able to kill him. It's just so hard. And even Kane now with the Sterix coming through. Not sure that's the ideal item after the nerfs that come back a little while back. I think you go for the Death Dance now. I'm not 100% sure, but Sterix obviously nerfed considerably. But yeah,
Yeah,
going to
I
be
think
really, really
Death would be
tricky.
good because, especially if the enemy team, they're not itemizing for any grievous wounds. Ooh, one shot
they're
monkey
engaged.
lands the on ultimate. Really nice onto 3. They dive onto
Oh!
Ignitar. They shoot him down again. Oh my word, so much damage. Jumba is unstoppable. Picks up more.
Ignitar's
Just look at
alive.
this completely untouched Kai'Sa at the back. And they didn't even manage to take down that Ignitar. Double kill for Sejuani. Holy
gosh.
sheep, last man alive. I don't know what he can do here against this Baron buffed up team. Oh, Kai'Sa's going in, Jumba. This man, I don't know how he can sit down with those between his legs. Just...
No, but
And there's the ace.
talking about balls, Ignitar able to stay alive in the last team fight and land, what was that, a 4 or 5 man shockwave, and he's able to get out alive. And this lead just seems so insurmountable now after another ace from Garlic Bread.
For my shot, he didn't have like a Zonia's or anything either, which would have been. Oh, so yeah, inhibitor down. It's 2 inhibitors down. Sorry, they're gonna move. I guess we'll pick up this Drake, which is spawning in 30 seconds because, VNM, they can't leave their base.
Yeah, just another masterclass coming through here from Garlic Bread, and 2 really decisive games so far, and you have to feel that this one is over. That being said, VNM do have the objective bounties. There is the potential of getting back. There is the potential of funneling some gold into Jinx, but that's their only win condition right now because it feels like Holy Sheep is just too far behind.
I think they don't contest this dragon really, and luckily for them, it's not Soul. So they can, in a way, can afford to give it up because I don't think they win the fight around it. They're going to force it anyway. But with Pata, their front, half of their front line has already been just poked completely out of this. Gangplank with the Hull Breaker just running it down mid. But they are going to choose to ignore him. Nice Ornn ultimate knocks up plenty, but they don't have the damage to follow it through. Dragon being pulled out of the pit now. Patarina not able to get the steal. He couldn't have stayed in the pit for long enough. Dragon is resetting, but look at Gangplank. He's just in the base.
Oh, he's ending the game.
Nexus. One-shot Monkey teleports back. We'll have to keep an eye on him. That's 1 turret down. The Drake. Can Patarina get another steal? No, that one is secured by Ice Arrow. Now, really nice shockwave to catch Holy Sheep. As Bobstroy is just laying waste to the base.
Yeah, he's got a Hull Breaker on Gangplank of all champions. He says,
honestly, why not?
I don't care what my team is doing. I'm just going to end the game. And they end up getting Dragon and the base seemingly now as they're just going to march in with these inhibitor waves. And yeah, there's no way that VNM can deal with this.
VNM overcommitting here. I know he's between turrets, but yeah, they've seen the light. Because if they chased that any further, that would not have been...
No, but they're just so desperate for gold and Maritain.
Oh, Ice Arrow flying over. But not able to lock up the bot lane of VNM. But this now, I feel like Gangplank just wants to just do it again. It's like, guys, we'll just do that again.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just think it's really difficult, right? Because One-Shot Monkey and Patarina, I do not think that they play their roles. I don't think Patarina plays much jungle. I don't think One-Shot Monkey plays much top, and it's difficult when you, because you have such a limited champion pool, obviously, and it's really hard. I want to see them next game as we see another.
Have we got a pick onto Bobstroy? He's got Fade to back him up though. Yeah, there's the Solar Flare. But doesn't even have to go in. Just drops a Solar Flare to say, "Oh, stop that."
I want to see them next game opt for something with a little bit more early game presence than the Kane, right? Because you just need to match the presence of Ice Arrow in these games, and he did a great job of that in the first game, getting One-Shot Monkey ahead. But it needs to be Holy Sheep that gets ahead, and he's been really suffering in this game so far.
That's it. 1-8-1 on this victory. He was 0-3 down in lane. He did not have a great time there, and. It was not. Kane's not a great early game ganker. Need to go for something else.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what the champion pools are like. We'll have to have a look between games.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like this one is over. I mean, they can farm the inhib waves forever, right? But as soon as 3 inhibs go down, it's really difficult to come back from that. That being said, you kind of have the champions that like to farm over and over and over again. But it seems like Garlic Bread are just going to wait out for the next Baron, march the minions in, and end the game.
Bobstroy are just going to march yourself in. Baron's up in 20. Are we going to see a repeat where we try and bring them up towards Baron and then let Bob just take another turret?
I can't. Yeah,
are we going to keep sieging?
Bob's already in position. Look, he's eager in the bot lane.
His body is ready. We've got.
So here's the Baron.
Don't need it. The final base turret taken. Look at that last Nexus turret. There's barely anything left on that as well. The 3rd inhibitor goes down. There's the last turret on the map. Destroyed.
Holy Sheep caught out again.
Oh, he's caught out. He is down. All ultimate coming. It will not be enough. Fade diving on Jumba. They've managed to get onto Jumba, but that means that Ignar Ignitar is able to just lay down the pain, and they kind of finally go, do you know what, Jumbo? You're perfect KDA. It's not worth saving. We'll let you die. As we finally just mop up the last two members and take the Nexus for a second game victory for the Garlic Bread Mafia, and they're now 2-0 up.
Yeah, 2-0 up in this series, and they really say, we deserve our promotion to the next division. We deserve it, and we're going to smash VNM to prove it. We have run the winners bracket. We've beaten VNM before, and we are going to beat them again in this series.
Absolutely, but we've seen, reverse sweeps. They can happen.
Yep, absolutely.
So we want to see VNM take a minute, reset, hopefully come in, maybe try something completely different. I don't think, like you said, I don't think the Cane Pit really worked there. Holy Sheep obviously didn't have a great game, but I don't think it was an issue on an individual player level or even on a champion
Yep.
level. So, but
Yeah,
I think maybe I don't know if they'll
I want to
maybe
see
try
them.
something else top lane.
Yeah, I want to see them completely change things up again. Don't go for this Jinx. Don't go for this Braum in the bot lane.
Yeah, try and get
Change
maybe
up
a
your
harder
jungler.
engage.
Yeah, just change everything up because what you've tried so far hasn't worked, and you've been smashed in 2 games, and it's really hard to come back. But mentally though, you have to think they're going to be struggling. So I just
Yeah.
want to see them fall back onto things that are going to help you in the early game, because otherwise you're just getting smashed by the likes of Ice Arrow.
Yeah, we then need to win this early game. They had a good early game 1, game 2 less
Mhm.
so. And we need to get back to game 1. Composition wise, we had good adjustments this game,
Yep.
but the problem is that little adjustment to the composition it didn't pay off. And like I said, I think it's time to throw it out and try something completely different.
Absolutely, and I do wonder what the draft changes they'll make in the second game, but we will see that after the break. packed the Holy Sheep's lane, because I believe that Holy Sheep can be their carry, and he just seemingly was camped in these first games.
Yeah,
But
it was hung out to dry, especially in game
mm,
two. Gangplank ban and the Kaiser ban.
yeah, so
Um,
Trundle is left open here again. So you got to feel that you got to have something ready for that Trundle. If you're not going to ban it in the second phase.
have and Jinx being picked away. It looks
Oh,
like. Yeah,
interesting.
there we go. So saying you banned my Kaiser, all right, I'll take Jinx. Now what? You know the.
Oh, the Ziggs is
Oh,
open. We
yeah.
forgot about that because the
So
Yasuo was banned.
that's it. Yeah. Well, I want to see that. Yep.
I love this. I love this. This is
Pike.
completely different.
Yep.
Okay. Ziggs Pike. I'm not sure about that. So normally I like to see things paired with Ziggs like Leona, right? You guarantee all of the damage, all of the poke damage. You can kind of layer your ultimates together and you get some big, huge AOE damage. But Pike seems like an odd champion to pair Ziggs with, particularly because Ziggs just wants to scale and chill. You even need something to protect him, or something that you can
Yeah.
layer his skills with. And Pike doesn't seem like that to me. That being said, it's something completely different to the first two games.
It is. But what I think we might see now, Ziggs does not mind being left to 1v2.
No.
And
No.
Pike loves a good roam. You know, rush Mobies early, head to that mid lane. So we might be seeing, we might take Mupata might be taking, a page out of Facebook and looking to influence more of the map. I like playing a lot of Pike myself, and it's the same. Like, you don't spend any time in bot lane. Like,
Yes, yeah.
oh, and the
Yeah, I think,
Anivia pick.
yeah, I'm super interested in this. I haven't seen a Nivea in ages, and that is one thing that can just can just annoyingly stop this Vigar from farming, and once you get to 6 on this Anivia, very, very difficult to move out of lane, and very difficult to trade with, honestly. You have the 2 health bars, you have the egg, and yeah. Oh, have you played One for All against Anivia? That is one of the most unpleasant things I've ever played against.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So far, I'm pretty happy with VNM with these adjustments. They've, like we said, we wanted to do. They've just thrown away game 1 and 2. Gone. It's not working. We need something new. And now we're seeing it. So Trundle actually being banned away by the Garlic Bread Mafia.
Yeah, I'm interested to see this. Perhaps thinking that actually One Shot Monkey can play this, or even Patarina in the jungle. Perhaps indicating that they actually want to play some kind of tanky champion here, banning away this Trundle here. But yeah, I think the top lane matchup will really knit this game together, and I'm interested to see that. But that being said, Ignitar did lock in the Jarvan as well, so he's got another early game jungle. So I want to see Patarina respond with something equally early that can influence these.
I was about to say it could be Zinzao, and it just got banned away. Viego?
Ooh, okay. I like this. So normally I like to see Viego paired with another champion that can pick. So someone like Ari, right? And then you get the pick, and then you get the resets. And I know that T1 and Fnatic were running similar comps to that recently. But this time I can't ever say I've seen a Viego paired with an Anivia before. So I'm interested to see how that will work out. Obviously, she does have great base damage and good scaling into the late game. So she has a lot of gank setup as well. So you can layer the Ice Stun and into the Viego stun. So, but that being said, huge tanks here from.
Yeah, I say now we see why the Trundle got banned.
Yeah.
With the so One Shot Monkey might have a better time laning against the Mundo. He's got the final pick, so we'll see what he goes for. I swear to God, if it's on.
Garen, okay. I like this. This is exactly what we were talking about. We want to see One Shot Monkey have a little bit more priority this game, and this is what he can do with the Garen,
some
right?
Agency in his own lane.
Yeah,
and like looking at, I mean, this is so far from a conventional team composition, like that we may as well be playing like Dota instead. But I like it because it just to me says, that wasn't working. Let's just do something.
Yeah.
How can Garlic Bread Mafia predict what we are going to do if we don't know what we're going to do? The true mind games.
I mean, it worked as well. But yeah, I'm so excited to see this game because it's something completely different, right? All the lanes are different, not us. Only Jinx is the consistent champion. All new champions across the
Yeah,
board.
and Jinx isn't
Um,
even on the same team, so
I know. Jumba's playing Jinx this time round. Yeah, really excited to get into this one. I think Garen kind of has the early presence pre level 9 in this lane. He's able to kind of trade at will as he's maxing that E. Typically, you go towards the stride breaker into the
Breaker,
mortal
yeah,
reminder for the anti heal, or you can go a more tanky build, right? But I
yeah.
think that's the kind of
Or
the
he could get a
standard of.
hull breaker,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
Maybe
could get a whole
get a
breaker.
hull breaker of his
Honestly, we
own.
know that Bob Stroyer is getting whole breaker this game because he's done it in both two games. Apparently, he can build whole breaker on every champion in the game.
Yeah,
So,
hull breaker UV top. Let's go.
um, but then yeah, bot lane matchup. Honestly, I don't expect too much to happen. Both lanes in both of these games have seemingly been chilling. We haven't really seen any 2v2 kills. It's all been jungler influence. So I kind of expect to see that again, especially now that we have Ziggs here. But for me,
Yeah,
it's all about Mupat's roams and
yeah.
what can he get off? Can he pick this Vigo early on? Can he get up to this Mundo? And can Galio match with his ultimate?
That's it. Now, this composition for VNM Red is obviously quite a bit out there. So when we go over and
Yes.
look at the pro comps analysis, it almost doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, nothing standard here at all, which is what we love. Yeah, I can't see you just never see a Nivea. Nivea's not played enough, and I feel like she's a lot stronger than she appears to be, and she can just clear waves for days. That's one thing that VNM have. They have the ability to just clear waves forever. And Nivea and
Yeah,
Ziggs, some of the most wave clearing champions in the game, so it's gonna be really difficult to clear against those champions.
that's it.
And you don't have a mid laner this time. Well, I mean, you have Vigar, right? He has quite good setup, but it feels like they're not going to be able to get the same early game advantages against this team.
Also not, but bot fights around those dragons, which Gallic Mafia have loved to control. They've got all bar one Drake this entire
Mm,
series, and they only gave one away because it was stolen as well.
yeah.
Like they've gone for every dragon. So yeah, it will be interesting to see now without that Leona what
Mm.
happens here. But I can't stop looking at the at the pro comps because it says, and I like it's like it looks wacky, but it does describe it perfectly that VNM have a pick split siege comp. Perfect, because that's
That's just
they got
everything.
yeah
You might as well
pick
have said
split.
team fight champ as
Well, no, because it's don't have engage really, and they don't have any peel. But Ziggs self peel. It's not like having like a squishy jinx or anything. It's still squishy, but it's got that
Yeah,
satchel.
I mean they're gonna have to get to this Ziggs. They're gonna have to go for an icy storm to get there, and an icy wall. And the thing with their combos, they can play towards these Viego picks, and that's what's so important. This Prince of Darkness here, he is such a strong champion at just resetting. And if you can play towards these resets in the team fights, that's what's going to get you the victory. So you need to play towards the Viego.
Okay, so we're
Uh,
starting to load in. We can
yep.
have a look at these keystones. So yeah, Grasp of the Undying on that Mundo,
Oh,
Conqueror on Garen.
we've even got the Leprechaun Vigar here. So
Oh,
Ignitar really feeling himself.
as well, Vigar being one of the few champions to get those Predator boots. Can't
Oh, I
think what the
know.
rest are like.
It's only really Skarner. You can run it on Volibear as
Yeah,
well, I think.
Skarner.
Um,
Yeah, you can run it on Volibear, but I think the other runes are just too
yes,
too good.
yeah. There's
But
not that
it
many.
reminds me, I wonder if it's a rune that's going to be sort of on the chopping block because they do tend to. If there's ever a rune that's like a rune for one champion,
Mm.
right? You remember
I
remember
think there are
old
more. I
Klepto?
just I can't think of any right now. I've seen I've even seen it run on Rammus, which I can't think that that's good because Rammus is already so fast. But yeah, I'm trying to think
No,
of some.
more fast.
Yep, yep, yep. But
It
it's
goes
very
it goes
very
great with
cool
my
by guy,
Ghostblade Rammus build.
right?
my Ghostblade
Move speed,
Shireliers.
Rammus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really good on Vigo, right? Because you can just Vigar's one of his limitations is the fact that he's so immobile. But with the Predator, you can run and get these picks with the baby cage and
Yeah,
and
literally
just
wait in
be
a
where you
bush,
need to be. Yeah,
wait in a
yeah.
bush, press Predator, run out,
And
baby
it makes
cage.
him a real credible roaming threat that you don't expect from an immobile mid laner. So we're going to sync up again at 10 seconds once we
let out of the Shadow Realm.
once we're let out of Nocturne's ult. Yep, we will sync up again.
You know, the first time I ever had this Shadow Realm thing, I didn't realize that it didn't auto start playing, and we just stayed there for like 5 minutes, and then realized the game had been going on. So let's get that pause at 10.
Go.
Okay,
okay, look at little corporate Mundo in his little car.
Oh, I do love it.
Oh, I wonder if we're going to see another early game invade here, and if it'll actually work out. Pyke maybe fishing for a hook here as well.
Yeah,
just trying to get an early advantage.
Pyke's level 1 is like, it's so nasty with Halo Blades. Like the damage that comes out from him is pretty nasty. But I think we're just gonna play it safe. They don't want to. Nope. One Shot Monkey gets a
bit of a briefcase
for his troubles.
Yeah, but one thing I do want to draw people's attention to is the summoner spells and where they are. Oh, as you see, Holy Sheep just catching out there, but seemingly nothing. So Bob's Destroyer has teleport in the top lane, but One Shot Monkey has actually chosen Ignite, and that's obviously really good into Mono to deny some of that healing at level 6, or just look for the kills and early trades early on. But they've opted for the teleports on Ziggs and Anivia this time around. So there's 2 teleports on either side.
I see. You often see it on the Ziggs, and that it kind of lends an idea to the fact that maybe they are going to go for this. Let Pyke roam, let Ziggs 1v2, and just Ziggs catch as much farm and XP as he can.
Yep.
And he's got teleport so he can leave lane and come back.
Yeah, and I do wonder how these dragon fights are going to play out. You got to think that it's so difficult for Jinx to actually deal meaningful damage in these fights against Anivia and Ziggs, 2 champions that just completely outrange her, and that's one of her weaknesses, right? These mages that can actually just stop and deny you and manipulate terrain and make you CC you and poke you out. It makes it very difficult for her to do damage.
Yeah, or in the case of Nivea's wall, make your pathfinding go all nutty.
And your team makes pathfinding.
Yeah. So we've had to, they got the ward. That's actually, that reminds me of, the Reddit thread of how do you know if someone doesn't know the champion? And it's like, Pyke's not getting the bush control.
Yep.
Well, supports in general, to be fair. But on Pyke, it's super important. But now Faye, they got 2 first. They pushed right up. Oh, One Shot Monkey taken pretty low, but he's not on all anymore. He can heal that back up with that passive. Really nice stun onto Maritan, having to run. Oh, there's the hook. Zig's super low, but of course, with that flash, he'll be safe. Is he going to stick around, or do we think he's going to back and TP? We'll have to wait and see. I think he's going to stick around for now.
Yeah, he's got some pots. He can chill for a little bit now, but crucially, he doesn't have that flash. Another hook comes through.
Yeah, they can't go in on these hooks, but you don't always have to. The hook itself does a fair bit of damage.
It does.
And it's best just to, get the hook, let Ziggs throw a bomb, and just keep doing that.
But it's big for the jungler influence, right? Isara is going to be coming down here preying on this Ziggs, and Patarena's going to want to match and try and get the kill out of the flashless Galio as well. So really, we didn't really see much trading before forcing out these summoners, but we're seeing that in this game. So that's super interesting.
Yeah, junglers meeting around this top scuttle. Mundo coming down to help. One Shot Monkey is not helping his solo. It's Patarina going to have to retreat there.
Yeah, One Shot Monkey just kind of happy in this lane right now, getting a nice CS lead for himself. That's a good thing about Garen. Even if you do get chunked out by these cleavers, you still have your passive, right?
Yeah,
he's still regenning up.
Sorry for a minute.
Yep. Does some push-ups,
Yeah, there we go. Really nice hook, but he's taunted, not able to get the stun off. Taken super low. He's going to have to flash away in first blood for Faye. Now, Maritan super low. No mana to get away from this. No flash on that Ziggs either. Last rocket for Jumba will secure that one. And in the straight-up 2v2, GBM come out on top.
Oh, you can't stun the Mundo.
Yeah, Patarini cannot stun that Mundo with his spell shield. Flash away. He's taken a lot of damage. Flash under the turret. They will secure that one. And Patarina, Leopard is not changing his spots right now as he is just heading top lane again.
A good answer there from Patarino. I'm worried now though for the bot lane of VNM. We saw them being so consistent and not dying or in the last two games, but they do die in this game, and you have to, you don't want that Jinx to get ahead of the Ziggs. As
Oh,
Mundo here
yeah, straight back into this lane. And One Shot Monkey maybe overstayed. He's got
going where he
flash, but
pleases.
hung on to it, and it's just yeah, ripped to shreds. So Bob Straw getting the return kill. That's really nice. Of course, One Shot Monkey does not have TP.
Yeah, he really shouldn't have greeded for those plates there. I'm not sure what he was doing sticking around, but
No.
fortunately does give the kill back over and already a 1k advantage for Garlic Bread, and that can't be good for the mentals of VNM.
No, and mentally, it's an uphill battle for
Yes,
VNM
absolutely.
after the 0-2 start.
Hmm.
But it looks like we might be getting that Pike Crone that we're
Yeah,
hankering for. Maritan left alone in the bot lane. Pike roaming with his jungler. I think that is the
ooh, here
play.
you go.
But the bot side, phase here as well. And Jumba. Pike charged that hook, but Ignitar able to get away. Trapped in the baby cage, but not catching the stun. Another flash blow. Now, that's quite good for VNM.
This is
They've got
what
a lot of
Olivia's
flashes
good at.
out. Yeah.
She's so good at forcing flashes because you don't expect this giant wall to come down in front of you or close you off from going where you're expecting. So forcing the flash from Ignitar, forcing the flash from ISO, and that's going to be huge when we come to this early dragon fight. As actually Jarvan going to opt towards the Turbo Chem Tank and not some bruiser items here. So I think we saw this yesterday in the Fnatic G2 matchup as Mundo looking for
Oh,
trading.
yeah. One shot monkey super low. This Garen. Now that Mundo has 6, his ultimate,
Ooh,
not enough. Just not
yeah,
enough. And yeah, Bob
doesn't have
Stroyer,
the kite.
yeah, already, with just that Bammy Cinder, nice bit of
Mhm.
tankiness there, along with the cloth on the door and shield.
Yeah, can you smell that? I smell a 3-0 here. As we're seeing the dragon once again go over to Garlic Bread, and yeah, not looking good here. Advantage in the top lane, advantage in the bot lane, and it's only mid lane that's going
Oh,
to
but
right now.
can we play through mid? Stun onto Ignitar. Patrina doesn't have all. Oh, flash forward from
Oh.
Holy Sheep. Yeah, you can't dodge a point and click though.
And this
That's a
is what
nice
we wanted to
dive.
see from VNM though. Playing around the mid lane, playing towards Holy Sheep. He can be the carry in this game.
Yeah.
And that is one thing that VNM can do. They can stick around in the game. They can wave clear forever. So they're still in for it.
Oh, Patrina coming bot for this gank. Flash, still no flash on Galio and only level 4. Might be able to force this here. They've gone for the dive, charging that up, knock up. Ooh, nice pull back from Faye.
Oh, with a
On
counter.
Faye, but Ice has come back for the counter. Patarina pretty low. Jumbo secures that with a Super Mega Death Rocket. Now with Pata super low, goes invisible, runs away. Holy Sheep has come bot as well. So they can shove this wave in, potentially go for the dive, but there's no mana on that Ziggs.
Yeah, and Ice are again in the right place at the right time, just seemingly always where he needs to be to counter these ganks. Gets another assist off there, another kill over to Jinx, and Jinx is so accelerated already.
Yeah, Holy Sheep able to teleport back to his mid lane, stop Vigar getting a plate, which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Both mid laners kind of happy to chill, but happy to scale. Obviously, Vigard does eventually outscale the Anivia, but Anivia has great scaling herself with this
Yeah.
inevitable burn build. As
Oh.
Ignitar maybe caught out.
I think if that's done connected, I think Patrina maybe didn't expect that
No.
CC
No,
to
he didn't.
land, so they started to peel away, and I went, oh wait, we got him, and it's like it's too late now.
Yeah, but I like this from Mupat. Moving around the map, making yourself invisible. We don't know where you are. We have to account for you.
That's it, yeah. There's a pike in the VA. Go, where are they?
Too much invisibility in this game, huh?
Yeah, it's too damn much.
Yep.
So, Red Mafia living up to their objective play from the first 2 games as
Yep.
they head for this Rift
It's
Herald.
drilled, I'm telling you, it's drilled.
Yeah, does Patarina know? He knows now. He's a knower. But 1 to 3, I don't think he can go for this steal.
No,
And yeah, he's
there's
going to
no
choose
way.
not to.
Another 2 objectives over, right? The Dragon and the Rift Herald. But Ziggs happy here to just chill in the spot lane and farm it out. But Jinx already having the Gale Force here.
Yeah, oh, that's nasty. Going for the dive here. Pike, hook not connecting and does not
That's
have the
risky.
ultimate. So, yeah, I don't think they go for it. Vigar has roamed bot as well. They don't know he's not
Oh,
on vision.
Predator.
Yeah. His hand was over his boots key there.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no, unfortunately, not able to make it happen. But yeah, I saw head stop, drop this Rift Herald. They might be able to get this. Garen running back as fast as he can. Yeah, down to three
yeah. It's
plates.
going
The
to be a
headbutt
full
from the
tower
Herald.
here. You have to think first tower here for
Sick,
Garlic.
yeah. Boom.
Oh, not quite.
Oh, not quite. Herald. Yeah, I think. But I mean, while they haven't got first turret, they've primed it. The next push, they'll get it there.
Yeah, and this isn't what we wanted from the top lane, right? We wanted One Shot Monkey to have the priority over the Mundo, but Mundo already has his first mythic, and Garen is just so far behind here with the ignite, and that doesn't bode well for the rest of the game. If One Shot Monkey is not able to one shot this Mundo, right? He's not able to actually just kill him and have the kill on him. Even with the ignite through his ultimate now, you can't feel like he wins the 1v1 here.
No, it's a rough spot to be in. He's getting a little bit of plate now, but
Mhm.
not gonna be able to get the turret. Ice Arrow's pathed up towards his top lane, heading around to mid, and Nivea's pushed pretty far up. Holy Sheep, oh, does a lot of damage in this 1v1. But yeah, here comes Java. Predator popped. He's charging in. Now Holy Sheep in the baby cage. That doesn't stun him, but Jarvan
Nice
has a
flash,
cage of
nice
his
arrow.
own. Not Inatar is down. Maritain gets that one with the Ziggs ultimate face stunned on the backline. Numbers advantage for VNM here, and now Isari, he's seen the writing on the wall. He's getting out of there.
Yeah,
So
we see
over in the
another
top, one
trade.
shot Monkey, yeah, getting quite a bit of damage now. But with Mundo with that ultimate popped, look at the healing coming down already. Like he's got level 9 now, and I don't think one shot Monkey can get through. He's flashing forward
Oh,
aggressively though. Oh,
yeah,
yep. Now they're forcing it onto Phase. Caught out. Yep, there's the hook. He is gone.
yeah, really, really nice play from
And
VNM, and they're actually ahead now after that play because
yeah, and
you
if they
think,
bring this wave in, they can potentially dive here. Although Drake's spawning in 8 seconds, so they probably don't want to risk it.
yeah, this is the one thing I love about Anivia is that you have to kill her twice. And that is one thing that seemingly they weren't prepared for as the team roamed up to protect the egg. And now, for the first time in the series, VNM are actually ahead. And they're going to be the ones that get the dragon. The comeback is on.
Yeah. Hashtag I believe. Neck and neck in gold now. Neck and neck for dragons. Well, technically neck and neck for turrets as well, because there haven't been any turrets taken yet this game. So, yeah, much better position for
Yeah, they're
VNM
actually
to be
lucky.
in.
2 kills for the Ziggs in that last fight means that he can pick up the Leandries as well and has a bounty for himself. He's chilling, and yeah, it's going to be so difficult for Jinx in some of these team fights. You have to feel if she can actually get to them and do meaningful damage against the Anivia and against the Ziggs.
Oh, really nice gank up top from Iknar. Pop that Predator again. There's the baby cage. One shot Monkey. Nowhere to go. Get some good damage down, but it's not enough. And a killing streak above Stroy. And first turret will be taken for the side of the Gallic Mafia.
And Bob Destroyer is going to get the local gold as well. 600 gold into his pocket, but he's overstayed potentially
Oh,
here.
yeah, potentially two invisible boys. He's got his ultimate running though. Do they have the damage?
Oh,
I
he might be
mean,
able to get away here.
yeah, he might be able to. Don't forget, Pike has that ultimate available, so if you're getting low enough, they've got the execute and
Ah,
no,
yeah,
never mind.
not quite
Um,
enough. Big shutdown goes over.
but
But
yeah, that's still neck and neck in gold pretty much. Isaro forces a flash out that Ziggs. He's not sticking around.
I always get confused when the Viego possesses someone and then the other face ends up on the other team. So we had Mundo on the other team there for a second, but actually he
Yeah.
gets tackled out.
Oh, beautiful use of the wall there. And Pike dropping the ultimate, of course. I think sometimes people don't appreciate that you don't actually need to get the kill on Pike as long as
Yes.
they die. So, well, if they die with an X on the floor and you get the assist, that's fine. You still share that gold, get that
Yeah.
nice little advantage for your team.
It's so much more gold for them, right? It's so much more gold for them when Pike is able to get the assist. But one thing I do want to talk about is actually Holy Sheep in the mid lane looking so much more comfortable on this Anivia than he ever did
Yeah.
in the first 2 games and really struggled on the Victor, but seemingly completely mentally reset and dominating so far on this Anivia.
That's it. I'm playing this control mage, and he really is controlling the lane right now. I mean, you could almost say that it wasn't his lane last game, was
No,
it?
it wasn't. It
it
wasn't.
it wasn't his lane. He was just there.
And Ice Arrow just not able to get the same early game impact, and Patarina just pulling the Uno reverse card and saying, "Okay, I saw you in the first 2 games. Watch me now, Smurf on you." And yeah, he's doing really well here. Actually, goes for the Divine Sundra build over the Immortal Shield Bow build. I like that this game because you've got 2 tanks in the top lane. You're going to need to
Yeah, I
actually
think it's
murder
worth
those,
it.
and we'll probably go towards the Blade, the Ruin King next. You have to feel.
Tit for tat
Destroyer
in this
again
top
here.
lane again. Yeah, he's still got that ultimate available.
Ignite
There it
comes
is.
down. Oh, he's going to get out sustained now.
Yeah, he is. I don't think One Shot Monkey has the damage to get through this ultimate now, even with the ignite.
Yeah, a trade of ultimates there, but Ignite does go down. Holy Sheep looking for a pick.
Oh, as we got this fight in the mid lane, not able to get it. And we're just going to back away.
Yeah, and it's much more interesting to see an even game at this point. But Garlic Bread was so far ahead at this point in the last few games.
Oh,
Destroyer,
here
no
we go.
ultimate.
That's it, no ultimate, and we've brought friends this time. Isara comes in a little bit too late. Faye, channels the ultimate, gets in there as well, but it's still a 3v2 at this point. Holy Sheep, can he get a nice stun down? Do they even need it? I don't think so. War not separating the way they wanted, and Pike came around, but the rest of the team wasn't there. Oh, hooks onto him. He's not able to make that one happen, but this could be the first Rift Herald of the series for VNM, and just shows how much more momentum they've got coming into this game 3.
And VNM just completely turning it around here. I don't know what the coach said to them in this break, but whatever he said seemed to be somewhat motivational because they are doing so well here, winning across the board, the jungle, the mid, the bot lane. And even the top lane tower goes down now, so they're in such a better position than they were, and they're looking to get their first game win in this series. But the dragon is up in 40 seconds. Yeah. So see it potentially a pick here.
Nice gone to Ikanar. The rest of the team not quite there to capitalise. Oh, beautiful stun! As Patarina dives in and Pata gets that one with the ultimate. That's more gold shed across his team. And that is super good with dragon spawning, before Ignitar spawns now. This, is this the end of the total dragon domination for Garlic Red Mafia? I think so.
Yeah, I mean, they've already got one. You have to feel that they might get their second here. And it's just a complete reverse of last game. Ignitar being the one caught out over and over again. 0-4 here now. And, Holy Sheep's, getting him to taste the medicine. Because he had to endure that last game. And it looks like Ignitar's turn to endure it.
Now the tables have turned. So, yeah, Dragon has spawned. Should be able to get this relatively easily. Holy Sheep not grouping up, though. Not sure.
So going to look for a steal.
Yeah. Oh, look at Bob Stroyer in the meantime. One Shot Monkey, as we've seen, he can't win this 1v1.
No.
If he doesn't necessarily lose it either.
He has got double anti-heal now, though. He's got the Mortal Reminder and he's going to have the Ignite. So 2 methods to actually burn that. And he does burn the Mundo ult.
That's it. Oh, Rift Herald drop bot lane to pick up the turret while they go for the dragon. That, we've mentioned it before in this series, but just the classic Rift Herald play,
Yeah.
And it's even better when you get both. When you get the turret and the Drake.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I completely agree.
But yeah, really liking the Mortal Reminder pick up on One Shot Monkey. That Ignite with the 3-minute cooldown, you don't always have it, so having the more consistent way to apply those grievous wounds.
Yeah, pretty standard Garen build across the board. You kind of go for that attack speed, right, and then you have to feel that you're going to go for the bit more tanky after that. Probably the Dead Man's after that Mortal Reminder, the standard kind of Garen. I hate laning against it because it just does so much damage. You stack that Conqueror so fast as well. So, but that being said, Mundo picking up the Warmogs now, so he's going to be a beast to get through.
Yeah, he is. I feel sometimes people don't appreciate, since they changed Warmogs,
yes,
that it's so much easier. Like, you can get it pretty early because you only need, you essentially need it second item and it works. It didn't used to. It used to be a lot harder to get that regen stack, but yeah, now you can get it second item and just live the dream.
He truly is going to go where he pleases now, right? He's on the phone. He doesn't care. He's going to go where he pleases.
Yeah.
And,
so he's gonna, as in the last 2 games, he's gonna keep applying pressure in this top lane.
Yes.
However, he's not quite the same threat he was.
That's true.
So if you're VNM, you can happily leave One Shot Monkey top now. He can stay there.
Yeah,
he can contest. Can't necessarily get the kill.
He can infinitely clear the wave, though, and that's
yeah,
what's
he can just
important.
actually he can
Infinitely
just
regen, so you can never have the split pressure that you need. And that's
yeah.
one of the good things about Garen. You're so good into those split pressures because you can just infinitely regen the damage. And that's often why we see a lot of people build Warmogs, but Garen doesn't need it because he has a Warmogs of his own in his passive.
Yeah. Viego heading top. The flash from Garen onto One Shot Monkey, but no CC to follow up. Patarina is here. They got the damage. There's no turret for Mundo to retreat to, remember. And, the grievous wounds applied to Mundo, not healing quite as much, but still, a heck of a lot. But they are able to get him eventually.
Bob Destroyer getting camped again in this game. Camped in the first game, camped again. And he doesn't have the scaling on his side this game, you have to feel. Like, Mundo's never going to do more damage, really, than he is now. He'll get tankier, but he's still going to die if you put enough anti-heal
really
on.
nice wall on Jumbo. He has nowhere to go. All he can do is stand and fight. But in a 3v2, he might be able to make this one happen. Pata is coming to back his team up. Pyke execute in range. There's a flash. There's the execute. Beautiful. Ice Arrow now in the middle of it, just tanking up the damage. Anivia with that egg passive, denying the kill and keeping that perfect KDA for Holy Sheep. Oh, another Pyke. Excellent. You love to see it. Is he going to charge the hook? He is. Who's caught? I'm not trapped with you. You're trapped with me. Ikanar now running for his life, not able to make it back into his base. And that's is 4 kills.
That 4 kills out of seemingly nowhere there. Holy Sheep trapping in Jumba there, and he's just not able to get away. But Mupate popping off on this Pyke, and they're going to get their tier 3 here, and maybe even the inhibitor for the first time.
Yeah. Also, might Baron has spawned, might fall back onto that Baron. Ping's coming down top side, potentially.
I can see it, but yeah, they don't. They do have the Anivia ult as their consistent damage, but it's not the same as if you have the AD carry, and Ziggs is low on mana.
Difficult.
So you got to play safe, I think, at this point. You don't want to throw back on the other side.
You don't. I'd like to see them get vision control around it, though.
Yes.
Especially when you've got that Pyke, like that's vision control on easy mode with the Umbral Glaive. Like, honestly, when you play a few Pyke games and then you go to a different carry, you're like, oh wait, I have to remember to press Sweeper more. Like,
yes.
I don't just get a ding when there's a ward.
And not just that, you can clear it in one hit as well.
Yeah,
like,
2 hits for the control wards.
It's so nice. It's such a nice item to buy, but it feels like a luxury item sometimes. But yeah, it's very, very nice.
It is. So we now have an 8,000 gold lead. This is
insane.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a gold lead this big in the series until the Nexus exploded, to be fair. It's been fairly small leads with the Dragons for Garbo Mafia, so they're playing from quite a deficit now. Potential third Drake spawning in 30 seconds.
Yeah, and it's difficult for I keep saying it's so difficult for Jinx to do damage in these fights because she keeps getting zoned out or walled off or ulted by the Ziggs, and she's just chunked out, and she doesn't have the lifesteal to sustain back up, and it's really, really difficult for her to take apart.
That's it. As wonky as this composition is for the side of VNM, like zoning is incredible. With the Anivia, with the Ziggs, with the threat of the Pyke, it's the hook not landing. But look at the vision control around this dragon. So nice, and Pyke just clearing the wards out, no sweat off his back.
And they've been playing towards their win conditions so far, playing towards the Viego resets, and that's exactly what they've been doing with Patarina, and he has almost 100% kill participation here.
Yeah.
Really solid game for Patarina. And
Anivia just dropping that ultimate, zoning him off dragon. They can't get anywhere near it, and Fate is caught! One shot, one kid getting another kill there. Don't know if they can chase this one. The rest of his team isn't with him. They're just going to back away, but maybe now. Oh, Ikanar is caught. Ignitar is gone. Patarina gets that one.
Reset.
Vigar coming at you. Ziggs ultimate didn't quite land, but 3 members dead. This is easily an inhibitor for the side of VNM.
You have to feel that can be Baron as well, or maybe they're just going to go for the game here. Very, very difficult to stop them, but the death timers aren't that long at this stage in the game, but it looks like they're going for it.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for it. Like I said, they've got that zone in, like the Anivia wall. They couldn't get in. Galio dropping his ultimate now onto his teammate, but not able to do anything off it. Don't have much damage left for VNM, potentially.
Got the shutdown.
Got the shutdown on the Pyke. It's not enough. There's 4 members dead. I think they end it here.
Yeah,
Vigar's here with the damage, but with Ziggs, there's empowered autos. There we go.
Huge play.
Very
Absolutely,
fast, 24 minutes.
absolutely insane play from VNM. I said I wanted to see them change up the picks. They completely changed the composition. They completely changed who they play around. They did it. It's almost like they were listening to the cast. They played around Holy
Right.
Sheep. They played around Viego. Played towards Holy Sheep and played towards
That's it.
Viego's resets and really, really impressive stuff. And we have a series on our hands, ladies
That's
and
it. And
gentlemen.
you really see the difference as well because Holy Sheep, last game it was like 191. This
Mhm.
game 307. Um, you can't get a bigger contrast of his play in these two games.
Absolutely not. Really, really impressive from VNM, and it's up to Garlic Bread now to actually, close out this series much more comfortable. But actually, maybe we could go 5 games here. But look at Bob Stroyer's items. He was actually going for a hole breaker again, which is just hilarious to
Breaker
me.
Mundo.
Yeah, that's so good. But I think we're going to take another short break here, and we will be back after the break.
Hey, welcome back. After VNM bounced back incredibly in Game 3, we are now 2-1 to Garlic Bread Mafia as we head into Game 4 of this best of 5 for the Division 3 finals.
I'm so ready to see more ARAM drafts. I want to see what VNM have up their sleeve.
Yeah,
And
I want VNM's plan to be like their plan for last game. Not in that they pick the same champions, but that they throw everything away and start again. Now, worth mentioning, we've had a substitution. So we've got Chef T-Bear now playing support for VNM.
Yeah, and after the last guy had such a good performance on the pike as well, so we see if Chef T-Bear's up to snuff here. You have to feel that Garlic Bread might ban away one of the Ziggs, Nivea, or the Viego here instead of that Yasuo that they've already beaten before. So I'll be interested to see what this final ban is for the likes of Garlic Bread. But yeah, we can see the
not making any adjustments.
yeah, and we can see the difference. There's the six. Yeah, right. I think they forgot to ban that last time. So, yeah, but you can see the difference when Holy Sheep got the Anivia and was actually played around. He absolutely smurfed on Ignitar and the game in general, and it was really a draft diff. It looked like, because Jinx just was not able to get involved in the game. It was so difficult for her to just get the constant auto attacks out.
That's it. I think taking the Kai'Sa array was super good.
Yes.
Because Kai'Sa would have been able to at least potentially, go for the W build and play further back.
Yes.
But banned away again now. Maritime back on his Jinx. Obviously not actually won a game on that Jinx, but with Ziggs being taken away, I guess we're just going for comfort.
Right? I mean, maybe they could pick Vigar and flex it bottom, because I think Jumbo's played a couple of games of that, but actually goes for the Tristana. That could be a mid Tristana as well. Obviously, Trist is a multi-flex champion. Can even go top, but probably not likely. So can go mid with that, or can go bot. So, and ISO returns to the Jarvan potentially here.
Yeah, there's nothing really wrong with the Jarvan. I mean, Sejuani, which he had a great performance on, is still there, but we're going to go for the Jarvan. Yeah. There was nothing particularly wrong with the Jarvan performance. It was just...
Yeah, you can't early lock the Sedge when Trundle's up, unfortunately.
No, that's true.
But Janna here, that's an interesting pick. So Chef T-Bear actually bringing out the Janna potentially. Okay. Recognizing actually that I wants to deny some of the engage that Jarvan offers. And what is anti-engage if not Janna? But Patarina returning to Viego here, really valuing the reset comp that they had last time and playing around the Viego, feeling himself on the Viego, so he's locked it in once more. So what's going to be on the other side? So
we've got a fairly standard bot lane now for VNM Red, but I want to see if we get, if the solo lanes are where the really interesting picks come out. Ooh, nice Ari lock in now. And Nivea is still up.
It is.
I expect to see that banned on ban round 2.
For sure, you have to feel that it's going to be banned, right? You got to feel like the Anivia is going to be taken away. Because Holy Sheep was a menace on that champion, and I think it's actually not bad into Ari, as well. Vigard is taken away, but Ari coming out and just being played across the world. Faker setting a trend again. Everyone going to play Ari, and she's really, really good. I particularly like the Everfrost into kind of Medjais or Deathcap if you're really feeling yourself, because that's where Ari excels, sitting in these bushes and looking for charms.
Yeah, it's kind of weird as well, because Ari had the ultimate change to have, it's not quite a reset, it's like a refund, I guess.
Yes.
And still, didn't immediately become like a high priority pick, and it's just slowly, people have started to go hang on.
She's a lot stronger than she was. She's. I'm not convinced that she's excellent. I think there's things you can play against her that actually stop her. From snowballing so hard, like Morgana even, or Soraka, just to stop this snowball happening. But we saw it happen yesterday in the final when Caps picked it. He was just absolutely smurfing on it, and he was actually going into Medjais, and you do so much damage if you get even slightly snowballed off on this pick.
And you're able to use all 3 charges aggressively.
Yes.
I think it's a coin flip, but you get that kill, you've got another charge, you're back out.
Yeah, exactly. And there's the Anivia band away, and Nautilus locked in this time around. So we've got Tristana Nautilus versus Janna Jinx.
They took away that Leona, so who fills a very similar role to Leona? Nautilus does.
Nautilus, yep, he has the most. I think it's single target CC in the game. You can see someone for like 5 seconds, and we see him all the time. But problem with Nautilus is that he often gets blown up looking for some of these engages. So you have to be careful. And actually, Holy Sheep opting for Syndra here, very interesting.
And so now just one shot monkey to lock in. Hovering the Camille, maybe. You know, last pick is available for Growlit Bread Mafia, so whatever one shot
I'm
goes
not
for,
sure about this
it's
one.
into. Now, Vladimir, that is a comfort pick.
Okay. As long as it's a comfort pick, I think it's good. But yeah, this champion takes so long now to come online, and he's obviously very, very easily bullied in the early game. So it takes, you need at least level 9 before you're even doing any kind of damage, and you start taking over lane. As we see Mundo actually returning to, but Mundo's going to be able to completely bully out this Vladimir in the early game before he comes out online, before Vladimir actually becomes a one-shot monkey in the late game and destroys people. So
yeah, I mean, we did see Bob Sroy, played a pretty mean Mundo.
Yep. I wonder if we'll go for the Hole Breaker again.
Oh, let's go.
Hole Breaker on every champ.
Yeah. I want to see Bob Stroyer, I want to see, if in solo queue, if he ever gets, auto-filled into, support, goes, the Hull Breaker support and just wanders off. Just wanders off late game.
Yeah, apparently so. He obviously really values that item. I think it is really good, but he was playing it purely for the split push, which is good, but I think if you're playing champions like Gnar or Mundo, where you actually need to be in the fights, tanking for your team, then obviously Hullbreaker not such a good option.
Yeah, a lot less value. An insane less amount of value. Well,
Yep.
that was some bad English. It's insane to think that Hullbreaker got nerfed a while back and is still so good at its intended job.
Yes.
It's and then you think back to pre-nerfs, it's oh my god, it was literally busted. But it took a while for it to get picked up, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think it cemented itself as a core item in everyone's minds of if I want to do this, I'm going to get Hullbreaker.
Yeah, it just gives you so much health and effective HP with the resist that it offers you, and the buff on the cannon minion is pretty insane. So that's why we often see it picked. But I do think it's overbought. It's definitely an overbought item now.
Oh yeah, it's a little too much novelty, but it depends on what you're doing. I mean, I had a solo queue game earlier today where I had a Darius top who literally never left top lane, refused to group, which is fine, but didn't buy Hullbreaker.
I see.
And it's what are you doing? It's oh. But so looking over at ProComps, who is a sponsor of this tournament, we've got pretty evenly on the scaling. Team Comps are it's telling me that they're again fairly even, but that Garlic Bread Mafia have a lot more engage, and I don't know maybe, but I think I agree. I agree with that a lot.
Yeah, you can't deny that.
Yeah,
because there is no engage from the other side.
Yeah, that's it. But they do have a little bit of the edge from the peel, mainly from Janna, whose middle name is Peel. So
yeah, I think I much prefer the garlic bread comp for sure. It's much easier to execute. It's very just watch Jarvan go in, follow up on the Jarvan, or look for a hook with the Nautilus. It's very, very easy comp to make work. Whereas the other comp on the other side is much harder to execute. You have to scale on the Vladimir. You have to hit these long-range Syndra stuns and try and get the Viego stuns, Viego on the other side. And that being said, Janna can deny a lot of the engage with her ultimate, but still not easy to play from VNM.
So, I mean, for Garlic Bread Mafia, it comes down to how they time it as well.
Yes.
If Nautilus goes in and Janna peels with the ultimate, then Jarvan can go in. Then Ari can dive in. You can't peel everyone unless they all go in at the exact same time.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, for me, this game rests on the shoulders of One Shot Monkey, and if he can do as his name suggests and one-shot people, then Bob's your uncle. But it's going to be difficult to get to that point, and I think it's going to mean sacrificing some early objectives.
It's going to mean sacrificing some early objectives.
Yeah, and that's what Garlic Bread are good at, right? We saw that. They took the Rift Herald. They have that play where they just rotate Faye over. Then they love taking the early Drake as well, and we've seen them get those in all 3 games so far.
Yeah, they've got First Dragon every single game. They've got first Rift held every single game. They they love doing it. Faye loves rowing Nautilus, another champion where you can build those Moby boots early, leave bot lane. Trist fairly happy to stay bot lane on her own as well with the rocket jump. Fairly safe.
Yeah, I'm
So
just.
it's in
Yeah,
every game so far we've seen Bob Stroyer have a lot of pressure in that
that's
solo
true.
lane,
But he did
and
get caught out so much in that last game. That's the only
this
problem.
game that's what One Shot Monkey has to do. That's how he has to play this game. He has to be the one drawing the
Ooh,
pressure on this Vladimir, which,
he's taking ignite again, looking for the
yeah,
kill pressure.
that's fair. Holy Sheep taking the TP on that Syndra as well for the lane, really.
Yeah,
But I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't know if we maybe would have gone for ignite.
yeah. You might not be able to get some of these TP flanks off in the late game, but I guess it gives you some kind of early kill pressure at potentially 6. You can land everything on the Vladimir, but it's still not easy. And you still need that kind of level 9 break point where you actually start doing good base damage and you have your
Yeah,
mythic and you have your item components. But I'm just so ready to get into this one.
yeah,
See if we're gonna get some silver scrapes. So let's go into our last um see if we can get 5-game series. But yeah, going into
yeah.
game 4 here.
It's worth pointing out that they've gone for with the Vladimir having ignite. They've gone Jana. We want a second ignite. We want 2 ignites. There's a
Yeah.
Mundo. There's a Mundo, and that's meant that Jinx has actually gone for the exhaust over the heal.
I like it. I like it.
In fact, so's Trist actually. Huh.
Yep, yep, yep. Double
So
exhaust. I
yeah,
don't think
no,
it's that uncommon nowadays actually to
yeah, no
see
heal.
some ADCs get exhausted. And I feel like you need it when you've got an Ari rushing at you, or you've got a Vladimir on the other side. You need to
Yes,
kind of deny some of that damage.
that's it. Especially on these dueling ADCs who want to take all comers and 1v1 and get more value out of the denial from exhaust than you can from the small heal.
Definitely. And I think it's much easier for Marathon to actually do damage in this game than it was last game. He's not really outranged too much. He can actually, have he has Janna there to protect to shield her. Um he has his rockets to just get in there and do as much damage, and he's not being zoned off constantly. But I think we're gonna sync to 10 seconds now.
Yep, I'm ready.
Go.
Oh, so smooth. Right, Mundo in his little car. I do love that so much.
It's so good, isn't it? I wonder if
Um,
we'll see a level 1 here. Looks like there's already some pings just to protect those angles. They don't want anything to go astray in this early game. We haven't
Although,
really
there's
seen too much
a lot of
action
members
already.
topside.
There is. Looks like they're looking for a
Oh, they're
Nautilus.
spotted out by Holy Sheep, though.
Yeah,
It's a really nice setup from VNM to spot this invade out. They're still going, they're forcing it. They're getting some deep vision. Maybe just, try and track Patarina because they know he loves to path to topside. So
mm.
having that ward there, well, I guess maybe not there actually. It should have gone over to the Wolves if they wanted to
Oh,
see.
Jumba. Be careful here.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one.
Might have to level
Takes some
jump.
damage, yeah. Has already
Jumba.
no has leveled E, so didn't have the
Oh
jump
god, he's
available
already
to
leveled.
flash, but ignited, gone.
That's first blood.
But
Wow,
yeah,
that has got to feel good for VNM.
it has, and I think that's a lesson to all of us. Don't level your first ability
Yep, yep. And
because
absolutely no reason for him to be there really either. He's just very, very dangerous. I was going to suggest that actually, if Nautilus had gone for their invade on the bot side instead, come down bot lane and then loop through the bush, I think that would have been a much better angle because they've kind of tried that same invade twice now and it hasn't worked
yeah,
out. But yeah,
and
unluckily, Jumba has to die there.
I see why they want to get it tapped as well because Nautilus level 1.
Yeah,
That is a lot of CC.
it is.
But yeah,
Um,
relatively calm now. Jinx able to back and get an extra longsword before coming to lane. That is
Huge.
very nice.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, and you're going to continue to see this just briefcases being thrown at Vladimir, and Vladimir can really not do much early in the game.
No, he
He's
cannot.
such a late game champion now, and ever since the items were reworked, he's just not. It doesn't know. Doesn't
Yeah.
feel like
Oh,
there's much
nice hook onto
technology.
Chef
Oh,
T Bear. So much damage. Rocket jump over and Jumper. He is angry from that
wow.
level 1. And yeah, Chef T Bear maybe playing a little bit too forward there.
Yeah, maybe some nerves coming through from Shefty Bear. Obviously, he subbed in His first game of the series so far, getting a little bit caught out, and you expect Jinx to have the advantage with the double swords and the no flash on Trist, but yeah, just Chefty Bear overstepping a little bit there.
Yeah, it has to be strange coming into a series midway through being subbed in. It's not something
No, you feel
I've
like
seen lots of teams do, so I don't know. I don't know how it works mentally. Oh, really nice hook, but he's
he's
taken
on
a
a tower.
couple of turret shots. Yeah, down to half, and that's not ideal for Faye.
No, but he's okay. He's got some biscuits to heal himself up a little bit. But one thing we haven't really talked about is this mid lane matchup. Ari versus the Syndra. Syndra, obviously a phenomenal laner. I can't speak. Really good when you can land these scattered the weak over and over again, and you got to expect her to take the early advantage here, as she seems to be doing. Only 4 CS advantage though, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Hasbag's gonna actually hold on to that TP. I think. Yeah, just walking back. I mean, look at where the lane is. There's not really any point teleporting because it's you just TP to wait for it to come back. Oh, beautiful hook onto Maritan. He's got no
Jumper.
flash. He can't walk away. Shefty Bear only level 2, cannot
Oh
help, and that's a
no!
double kill for Jumba. 3 kills after
Oh my
such a
gosh!
tragic level 1. Jumba has taken it personally. And has
Jumbo, he was just hustling them. Oh look, we've got this
yeah.
Tristana's flash. You can't do anything now, and then Jumbo says, I
Was
can
that,
do what.
is
I
that the
can do
strat?
whatever.
Need one
Yeah,
kill to give false hope.
yeah. I think so. And Jumbo really on his game here, and oh, Maritan just getting a little bit too big for his boots, I think, and getting caught out there. Yeah, that's huge for Jumbo though. He's almost. Oh, he's gonna
Oh,
have
Moonquiver pickaxe.
yeah, he's gonna have his mythic so soon in this game, and his trust when you get Trist so accelerated, it's so hard to play against her because she just jumps on you over and over again. But you can deny that with the Janna Hurricane, obviously. So you've got to time that effectively.
We have, but yeah, I think we need to see VNM this bot lane now. They need to be playing,
Really
just
safe.
on the back
Yeah.
foot. They need to be so safe. Don't leave your turret unless your jungler's next to you. Like, Faye's going to get this control ward in this Tribush, and they're just going to have to let it be.
And FaZe played so well on these engageables. Over and over again, we've seen him find the engages on Leona. We've seen him find the hooks, and just really been on point this
5-minute Drake for Garlic Bread Mafia. That is
One-Shot
on
Monkey.
brand. One-Shot Monkey. Not sure about this. He's got the pull to stay safe a little bit. He's still got flash. Taken now.
That was an interesting flash.
No ultimates available, so he's just running. Can he kite? No, he takes a briefcase to the face.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one for One-Shot Monkey. A little bit overconfident with how much he could heal there and the ignite.
Yeah.
Mundo, he has a lot of base damage if you don't respect him. And we were talking about Vladimir just so weak in the early game. And
that's it. And he already played into Bob's. Ooh, nice charm under that turret, but not able to make anything happen. Yeah, Bob Story had, despite the loss, had a fairly decent game on that Mundo, so One-Shot Monkey should have maybe been a little bit more cautious. And yeah, there we go. So I almost would have said, like, if I was the bot lane for VNM, like, I wouldn't have bothered putting a control ward in there because it's just gonna die.
yeah. But these were the win conditions of Garlic Bread, though, right? Getting an early Drake, and then they're gonna, as soon as that Rift Arrow comes up,
I say they're like,
it's almost like on cooldown.
Yeah, I think that Ice Arrow, he doesn't even have his camera on his champion. It's just on Rift Herald ready, and he's just using the mini map to move around the jungle. just attack, move the other camps.
It's a rehearsed play. It's really, really, really good. But yeah, really good start for Garlic Bread though, and they obviously, they want to close out this series and win and get promoted and go home for the night,
and
right?
take it all home. Shefty Bear a little bit too far forward, caught out here. There's the jump from Jumba, has the reset, so not worried about the turret too much. Just walks away. Is he going to jump in and get that one? No, he's going to jump away, and I think that's... Oh, he's gone!
Oh, no. Overstayed a little bit there. Big shot.
A little bit too cocky, maybe.
Yeah, just overstaying for one too many tower shots. I actually thought he was going to jump in and try and get the kill.
I thought he was going to jump in and try and get the kill as well.
I'm glad he didn't, but overstaying for one too many.
Yeah. I mean, if you wait until he jumped when he did, he may as well have gone in because he was dead either way.
I think he could have jumped out way earlier, though, unfortunately.
Yeah. because like, they had the reset. So, but, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if Ari is going to be able to get. See, if you can get the charm into the Jarvan combo, right? It's difficult for the Syndra to be able to do anything. Jarvan loves another champion that loves gank setup, and he offers so much CC himself.
Yeah.
And Ari gives you that. And Ari is such a safe laner as well. She's so hard to gank.
Rift Herald's about to spawn. You know what that means? Faye is no longer in bot lane.
Yep. Gonna look for a pick onto the Syndra, and then probably gonna rotate over to the Rift Herald. But that being said,
we'll get the pick or force away and just get priority. Oh, there's the flash. Flash exchange. Holy shit.
Good flash.
Yeah, nice exchange. Oh, Charm lands onto Patarini. Might be caught here. So much damage coming out from this Ari, but not quite to finish him. Isara is here as well. Doesn't have the ultimate, but has the knock-up. Holy sheep. No escape. Is going to drop now. Patarina running for his life. Flashes over the wall. And we'll probably see them run towards this Rift Herald.
Yeah, excellent play from Faye. Burning the flash, and then Holy Sheep goes back in without the flash. And I feel like we may have a repeat of game 2 on our hands, where Holy Sheep's going to get ganked over and over again by the Jarvan and the Nautilus, and Faye's just offering so much pressure across the map. 5 assists so far in this game.
I like to think that maybe a part of the strategy, the coaching strategy for the Garlic Red Mafia, is they've all just got a poster behind their monitor that says, like, get first Drake. Faye, step 1, first Drake. Step 2, Faye go mid, 8 minutes. Step 3, Rift Herald. And they just follow the script, you know?
Question mark, profit.
Yeah, question mark, win.
Yeah. No, really just nice, rehearsed. Always good early game from Garlic Bread, and yeah, we'll see if they can keep this up. And it doesn't look like they have this strong point in the mid lane as much this game as the Anivia had the pressure, or
that's
we'll
it.
see. We'll see if Patarina is actually able to get involved. He was so involved in the early game last time, but he's not been involved in any kills. It seems like been a little bit invisible this game so far.
Yeah, look, maybe all the lanes not been quite as gankable as last time as well.
Definitely,
so it's a little bit more difficult to get back into this.
Yeah, but he's still going to be a menace in these team fights. If you can get one kill, Viego can reset on your team, and it's really, really impressive. But yep, they're pinging. I think we just saw a ping on the Drake, so be wary if that is up soon.
Yeah.
Like
This is a flashless Syndra, remember? So Isara fully capitalizing on that. Has his ultimate available, but doesn't even need it.
Yeah. And what was
already got so much CC. It's just textbook. They're so aware of the timers. They're like, Drake is coming up. Let's get priority in this mid. Drop the Herald, the classic. Textbook.
Really clean play from Garlic Bread, and resetting the mental. Not allowing this reverse sweep, saying actually we're going to end this series right now and we're going to take it into our own hands. Looks like another Drake is going to go over. Patarina's over the wall though, looking for a steal.
Sure, and he has stolen Drakes before, but I don't think this is the one.
Yeah,
there's just too many members. He's invisible. He's looking around, being a little bit cheeky.
Yeah, you need someone to mark the Viego though. He can jump the wall with the Heartbreaker. Go look for the steal. Okay, not quite.
Not able. Yeah, Super Mega definitely will come out. Maritan always tries, but it's so hard to steal. Oh, it's so much damage now. Like that's just one Ari combo.
And when you get behind on a Syndra, it's difficult. It's hard, right? When you have no flash as well. You're so immobile.
You're immobile, and then you don't bring a lot in the mid to late game. Like
that's
when
right.
You're behind. Like if you don't bring the damage, you're not. Like if Ari gets behind, at least Ari can enable the rest of the team with the charm. Oh my word!
Very close. If that charm lands, she dies there because no flash again. But
one shot monkey under his own turret, gone. Yeah. Bundo going, where he pleases. Isaro just roaming. Yep, there's the knock up. Jumper here to help.
No flash.
Again, have we actually seen a Cataclysm come out from Isar? I don't think he's needed it.
He hasn't needed it so far.
It's literally just EQ job done.
An absolute clinic from Garlic Bread, and it's making me want Garlic Bread because they've played so well in this game so far, already getting the mid turret, and they're struggling to make ends meet from VNM here.
Oh, just a Jarno under the turret, shielded it. It just gets eaten straight through.
It does. Another play over to Jumbo. Already has Mythic and Berserker's Greaves, and he's just going to one-pop someone. He can really, he really becomes this little mini assassin.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Patarina's going to make happen here. Look at the 2 briefcases already chunking him right down. Vlad's not there to help either, and this is another Infernal Soul in this series.
Yeah, and that's just what the Doctor ordered. Garlic Bread Mafia love They really want an explosive Drake, and Infernal is exactly what they want, right? You don't want Cloud Drake. You want something that can actually finish out the series, and when you already have a 2 Drake advantage, that's exactly what you want in this game.
Oh, flash throw from Faye. Hook connects. Maritime flashes under his throw, but he's not safe with the damage from this Kraken Slayer Trist. And now Bob Destroyer, he's not got the ultimates available now, but he's fine.
And Maritime just can't play the game on this Jinx. Yeah, it might be a comfort pick for Maritime, but it's just not. But it's not played well for him in this series. I think he's lost all two games on the Jinx so far, and he may lose this one. Right, it's not looking good for him. So we'll see how he's able to kind of come back into this game. You have to feel like he's the win condition because Vladimir is just so far behind, and it's really difficult unless it's going to like ultra late game when Vlad and Jinx can actually come online. It feels really doomed here.
I feel like compare this to that last game. We haven't really seen Patarina with much presence in the mid lane.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's a big difference in the playstyle of this game. And Patarina caught out in his own jungle, although the Holy Sheep is here to help. I don't know if they win this 2v2 though. There's the Cataclysm trapping them both. Ari now putting as much damage as he can
and
down.
Faye's there.
Yeah, Faye's there as well, of course. We're past 10 minutes. Faye ain't bot lane anymore.
Yeah, looking under your bed. Faye's there. In the fridge. Faye's there again. Great charm.
One shot monkey. What were you doing there? You had no right.
Oh, the
shield.
Just
survives with the shield though.
Really, really clinical play from Garlic Bread Mafia. They own this map. They own both jungles, and really difficult to come back. Almost a 10k gold advantage already here. Objective bounties are on the map though, so there is a way back into the game. But you have to feel it's difficult, right? You have to
Chef T Bet now caught this John is super squishy. Patarina trying to get a kill in return, but now with Faye here, because Faye just turns to the rest of his team. She's like, "You never walk alone." Chef T Bet flashed, able to stay alive, and they are okay for now. But Jumper! Look at Jumper. Sorry, Jumper being a jumper.
And that's what I was talking about. You absolutely one-shot people. 2 items already. Kraken into Stormrazor, and it's such a dirty slow from the Stormrazor as well. You cannot get away from this champion, and what can VNM do at this stage?
This is Garlic Bread's map.
Yeah, this is the biggest early game lead we've seen all series.
Oh yeah, 9,000 gold lead at 15 minutes. Second herald being taken. If we look, Tristana is 3,000 gold up on Jinx.
Yeah, that's this is a statement game. This is a statement game.
Right, no more messing around. And with that Rift Herald, gonna back away. See where they drop it. Obviously mid, down to tier 3. So I wonder if they'll probably drop it in the in a side lane.
I just trying to theorize, trying to go into my head and think about a way that VNM can come back. I'm just running the simulations now. Yeah, it's not looking good, honestly.
Is it like the doctor? Like, how many realities do we win in?
yeah, pretty much. I think it has to be only one here, surely.
But there's still that one. There's still that hope we can cling on. That one. I've seen teams throw 10,000 gold leans.
I have.
And I've probably done it myself in solo queue at least 8 times, so single-handedly as well.
Yeah, and the possibilities close even further as they secure another
dragon soul point. Holy Sheep caught out too far forward. You have no right to be there.
And it just feels like deja vu from game 2, right? Holy Sheep go out over and over and just not being a factor.
Charm onto Chef T-Bear, but able to get away just. And speaking of deja vu, look at the pressure that Bob Destroyer has in this top lane.
Yep. You've got to feel this whole breaker's coming through next item, right? And
it's got to be.
Gonna do? Vladimir cannot touch this Mundo.
I don't know if Viego can make a difference either. 0-0-0.
Doesn't even have his mythic.
4 levels down. Yeah, no mythic, and he is squishy, and he is gone. Jumba, 8 kills now. 1-shot monkey, nice little heal, but against 4. It ain't enough. Look at the Rift Hole being dropped as well, just for good measure. Now Chef T-Bear trying to save his teammate. Nothing he can do, though.
Yeah, and they
Nice
just can't get any
stun
kills.
from Syndra, but they can't follow it up with anything. Oh, speaking of follow, Ignitar with a beautiful roam. Jumbo unstoppable. Look at these bounties now. There's a bounty on everyone. And then the scoreline on phase 0-0-10.
Oh wow, and they even got the Shelly charge onto the tier 3 as well, so they're probably going to get this inhib.
Yeah, get this
Yeah,
inhibitor.
and
Oh,
wow, if they can
go for
get
the
two
turret.
inhibs, you have to feel like this could be game um, at this stage of the game. But obviously, really, actually, I love this from Garlic Bread actually saying, look, we don't want you to get to farm super minions and come back into the game because we know
It's
what a late game monster Vlad can
yeah,
be.
it's very
So actually,
early for
leaving the turrets
inhibitors.
up is really good. Leaving the turrets up is really good. You secure yourself a tier 2 as well, and you just wait for this Soul Dragon and say, look, you're not going to have any items to fight us.
Yeah,
We're going to take Soul, we're going to take Baron, and then we're going to end the game all in
and that's
one.
it. Yeah,
Really
we're
smart.
1 minute 30 for Baron, 3 minutes for Infernal Soul. Like this is crazy. Like yeah, VNM they really need a miracle to get back into this game now, and they're gonna keep looking for it. One Shot Monkey heading top. I think they might realize that it's like, guys, we need to try and get some vision around these objectives. Because if we just give them up for free, it's definitely game.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
do they have an option but to give them up?
I think it just comes down to Patarina and Holy Sheep again and not having the impact this game that they had in the second game. I said that you need to help out Holy Sheep. You need to enable him to carry, and Patarina just hasn't been able to get off the ground this game. Doesn't have the Mythic yet, still at this point, when some people even have 3 core items on the on the Tristana. It's insane.
Yeah, oh my word. Jinx has one.
Yep.
And what's the gold difference there now? 6,000 on Jinx, nearly 12, nearly double the gold on that Trist.
It's insane, isn't
Oh
it?
my word.
And who's killing Bob Destroyer at this stage in the game? Because there's no answer to him. There's no
Yeah,
real
it's-
anti-heal. There's no
Oh,
armor
the challenge
pen.
Chef T-Bear, look at that. Just the
Wow.
poke. They're sieging this up. They're going, actually, do you know what? I think we want the inhib now. We're going to grab an inhib, walk back to Baron.
Okay. Maybe they're just saying, I mean, if they get 2 of them at the same time, it just stops them getting.
And they can. If I
Yeah,
can
maybe
get
they'll
this
get all
third
3.
turret. Yeah, third
Yeah,
turret.
if they can get all 3, then they get the objectives for free, right?
And look at the waves they have as well. Like waves
Yeah.
crashing into that top inhibitor, waves crashing mid. Super Minion's going to join them soon. This is
Well, I mean, the
this is a
minions get
really
stronger.
rough spot.
The minions get stronger as you get behind, and it makes it's difficult to come back. It's so difficult to come back from this point, and the only way is to just farm these waves that they're giving you. But how do you farm the waves and get Baron and stop them from getting soul at this point? Seems doomed here from Garlic Bread.
So
and
yeah, they are
they-
going for that triple inhibitor as well.
Yeah, they really
they
want
go-
this promotion to Division 2.
That's it. No one can step forward. Oh, holy! I've seen no one can step forward. Holy Sheep tried it, but had to flash away before he could secure the kill. This might be the final team fight. One Shot Monkey trying to disrupt at the back. Faye has dropped. They finally killed that support, but the carries are still alive. And that huge Mundo front line, they cannot get through it. Look at Ignitar's position. He's so aggressive. He's essentially in the fountain at this point. As Jumbo, got chunked out a little bit, but now he's just left to take down these turrets. Oh, Ignitar took aggro from both turrets there.
Big shutdown.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a big
little bit of a
shutdown.
mistake. A little bit of a mistake. Some gold injected there, but I'm not sure it's going to be
Yeah.
enough. I'm not convinced yet.
Bit of a misstep. Patarina just tapping in the chat there that they're aware this Infernal Drake is coming. They've played enough games against Garlic Bread Mafia now to know that Garlic Bread Mafia are going to be at that dragon as it spawns. They've got front row tickets. They're going to be there.
Yeah, a little bit of an overextension, but I'm not too worried this game. They do go over a big shutdown on Ignitar, but not sure it's going to be enough. They have to fight for the objective, and you have to feel whoever gets this dragon,
I mean, the shutdown went to Holy Sheep, which is have they overstepped their bounds here? Look at their base, by the way. They're contesting this dragon, and I think Garlic Bread Mafia have gone, hang on.
Yeah, Bob Destroyer has TP. You can definitely go in there and end that game if they're
He
not
has the
careful.
only TP. Yeah, they've recognised. One Shot Monkey has backed off, and they're actually going to be able to take the dragon now.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a long road home here for
There's not a lot of
VNM.
options for VNM. They're kiting away now. They realised they couldn't contest that dragon because they would have just lost their base.
Ooh, the Jinx ults have been so on point, almost stealing it
Yeah,
every single time, but Oh,
Not
Moro
quite.
time. Mundo goes where he pleases.
Well, it goes where he pleases. There's that extra damage from that Infernal Drake as well, the Infernal Soul. And they don't need Baron. That's an open Nexus. The minions took the turret in the meantime. Super minions from all three waves crashing in. And now this looks to be the end of the road for VNM. Final team fight. Desperate, but look at Bob Stroyer. He's
Oh my
untouchable. Jump,
goodness.
doing so much damage. There we go. That is the ace. That is the game. 3-1 to the Garlic Bread Mafia, and they are the winners of the Division 3 Grand Final, winning that promotion up to Division 2.
Yeah, what a performance from Garlic Bread here. 3 extremely dominant games in the games that they won, and very, very impressive here performance. And they just snowballed so hard from that bot lane advantage. Ice Area was where he needed to be. Ignitar was on the Ari, smurfing, getting the charms, and Bob Destroyer was being Bob Destroyer in the top lane, as we've seen him throughout this series.
Absolutely. I mean, they gave away so few kills early mid game as well. Like there was the level 1, the misguided level 1, but other than that, like they held it together so well. It was, what a game.
Yeah, brilliant series here. Congratulations to Garlic Bread, obviously, and commiserations to VNM. But really good performance from both teams, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think VNM have to go away. They have a lot to take away from this game. They didn't get 3-0. They managed to come back. They managed to keep their mental fortitude together. They held it together. They came back in game 3 with, they didn't just hang on in game 3. They won decisively in game 3. And, they proved that they deserve to be here in this grand finals, especially after getting knocked out early and having to make the run through the losers bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. But Garlic Bread just dominating again, winning all of the winners bracket and the grand final here. And I'm hearing now that we're going to get an interview. So I wonder. Oh, I wonder if it'll be a full team interview or just some team members. But I'll be interested to find out. I'm especially interested to find out that Rift Herald play and if that is rehearsed or not, and if they actually practice that. Because it seemed like it was every game, right?
I mean, in the chat, the coach said, "What did he say? Where is it? There are way more steps than that on the poster." So it is now headcanon that they do have an official flow. I want to say it's like a flow chart. Like, is it 8 minutes? If yes, Faye, go. Oh, here we go.
Hello, we're getting the full team.
Yo.
How's it going?
Oh, he's not invited.
How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Oh, good.
Hype.
Oh, pretty good. Nice, quick game 4.
I mean, you were gunning for the 3-0, right? You were gunning for the 3-0.
Yeah. Got a little bit too cocky in that game 3, but
Yeah.
Were you nervous when they took that game, or when Jumba died at the start of this game? Were you a little bit nervous?
nah.
Not really.
Nah.
Nah. It was all right. I've lived through much worse in VL finals before, so until it's
Actual.
2-2, then I don't mind.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, it was 3 really dominating games, right? Really, really impressive. One question I did want to have. This Rift Herald play early in the game, you always get the first dragon, and then you rotate over to the Rift Herald. Is that rehearsed? Is that something you practice a lot? You do it. You seem to do it every game this series.
Yeah, I would say it's Fane, our coach, is like super drilled us on it, and it tends to work because Jumper is very good at he's happy enough to sack like 2 or 3 waves or whatever of farm and for us to get that early advantage and boost.
Yeah, I think you said it on the stream a few times. Like it looked drilled, it looked rehearsed.
Yes. Yeah.
We spent a lot of time kind of focusing on like counting minion waves and establishing like, on wave 3 we can push this, on wave 4 we can reset, on wave 6 we can be in position to contest the objectives.
Yeah.
On wave 10 we reset again and we can swap, like things like that, like really kind of breaking it down step by step on minion wave timers. Really kind of unlocked something with the team and enabled us to make those rotations pretty clean, pretty flawlessly. We always knew 3 steps ahead of where the enemy team could even, predict where we could possibly be.
I think it works really well as well, like because decision making on the fly is you can make a lot of mistakes. So by you're almost removing that avenue by going, we don't need to think, okay, what Like you're never going right. What do we need to do right now? You've got a plan. And you're gonna follow it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it goes even further than that as well. Like part of what I do for the team is like scouting as well. I'll watch like the stream games of our opponents and kind of scout what they're doing level 1, where we can exploit, things like this, like jungle tracking, jungle path tendencies, things like this that allow us to kind of, you mentioned on the cast as well, ice always being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
That's by no means a coincidence or an accident. That's all by design. Ice is a really intelligent player. I know, right?
I have no hands.
Lols in chat. But he's somebody that can kind of read the early vision that we get from our level 1s, kind of track the jungler throughout the game, and being in the right place at the right time is all part of his early game plan.
Yeah, and I think that's a good lesson for anyone watching to take away as well. Like in the jungle, like it's not a case of, it's kind of an easy jungle mistake to go look at the map and go, okay, which lane do I gank now? You need to know in advance by checking the wave state, checking all the lanes, and have a plan for that path. You can't just look at the map and go, oh, that lane's pushed, I'll walk there. Oh, they're not pushed anymore. Oh, I'll try and force it. Oh, I've died.
One question I did have actually for Bob Stroyer.
Yeah.
Now, I know he loves this hole breaker in the top lane, and he seemingly builds it on every champion. I've never seen a hole breaker on Gangplank or Mundo before, but I saw you building it in game 3. It looked like as well. So talk me through why you love this item and why you build it on seemingly every champion.
Right. It just enhances the split push pressure of lots of champions, especially Mundo. Gangplank also to a certain degree, but most teams struggle to allocate their waves properly, so it really screws around with them if we do a 1-3-1 or a 4-1, and just gives the edge in the side lane really.
Yeah, I think it's a big thing for us, right? That Bob draws so much pressure.
Yeah.
I think it was in game 1 they gave us a Baron
that camp
the Elder
was
Drake to try and kill Bob, right?
Yeah, but I think it was they had to though. It was a state of the game, It was that, or you were just going to take the Nexus. But
exactly. Yeah, we checkmated them at almost every decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So looking to the next season, you've got the promotion into Division 2. How do you feel about that?
Well,
Do
actually,
you do much scouting?
Snack them up.
Yeah.
Do you do much scouting like during the split of like checking out other teams in other divisions or scrim other divisions?
We tend to only scrim Div 2 teams.
Yeah, no need. We snack them all up.
All right, so you're feeling pretty good moving into Division 2, knowing some of the teams already. Then nice.
Yeah, should be.
What do you think of your chances? Do you think you're going to get to Division 1?
Well, I think we're making there's going to be quite a lot of roster swaps just because I know I can't play and I don't think Jumbo can play next split either. So
okay.
So, but
if we did stay as a team, we would get to Div 1 easy. I can't.
And
When Div 1?
Don't need to back. You've already won. Yeah, you don't need to back that up with anything. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
I think that was kind of everything I wanted to ask. Was there anything else you wanted to ask, Tom?
No, I think we've covered quite a lot. It's been nice speaking with you all. A little bit behind the scenes.
Yeah, big congratulations. Really well done today. You actually, really decisive games. So impressed.
Thank you. And the little bits I did catch from the cast were really good. So thank you very much.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I will look forward to watching it back.
Awesome. Oh, good. Congrats, guys.
Thank you. Cheers.
Oh, credit.
Cheap. If you want to win a division, you're going to need to pay for a better team.
So into top lane player? Yes.
All right. I guess on that note, we'll close out the stream. Thank you, everyone watching, to tuning in to the the Valorant League Division 3 Grand Finals, and we hope to see Garlic Bread Mafia in Division 2 and dominating once again. So thanks for everyone for watching, and we'll close up. And thanks for ProComps to sponsoring the stream. So thanks very much for